Okay, folks, Roll SK here, live with a couple of the other bitter old goons here. To my upper left is DBagg.
Hi.
My upper right is Stiol.
Howdy.
How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, just fantastic.
Just the levels. I think loud. There, it's probably
Like normal.
A little bit like normal, yeah. There you go. So, welcome to Boggcast number 4. Thanksgiving is in October. Rather, Turkey Day is in October, which it clearly is. And this is the time of year that Canadians know as everybody goes nuts down south and we get some sweet ass deals. So
I like sales and stuff that are on right now.
Yeah, good old games, Steam sales, Humble Bundle.
Humble Bumble.
It's it's all going right now. And okay, let's go through it. I picked up Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude. Was the only thing I picked up.
I picked up Doom.
I
haven't played it a whole bunch yet, but I picked it up. I actually fucked up. I bought it like earlier in the week, and then it dropped in price again. Because I'm an idiot, and I like to watch the sales.
Well, every game that's on sale right now I already own. That I want anyway, which is kind of frustrating. But that's pretty much how it's gonna go, I think, because I bought a bunch of shit on release.
Yeah, I'm looking at my Steam page right now, and I can't see anything that's really interesting that I want to play right now. So.
No, it's unfortunately it's all been purchased already. In my case, hardware wise, anything for you, Daryl? Nothing for me.
I'm gonna wait. I'm got some money coming from a bonus at work. So after Christmas, I'm upgrading some stuff.
Okay.
Probably gonna go with twin 1070 Ti's after Christmas. So hopefully they stay around the same price or drop in price from what they are. They're about 650 Canadian right
now.
Okay. What? So that'll be about a $1,500 upgrade when it's here, but that's a couple months away.
So no hardware purchases for me, I guess. Really? No, nothing. I'm trying to think.
I mean, what you don't really need it, right? Like you
always need something.
Well, that's Sal there tried to push some stuff on me with marginal gain.
Marginal? Come on now.
Would you see much of a difference? Honestly, like, is it worth it for you to upgrade from your 980 Ti's right now?
Oh, for me? Oh God, no! Not at the resolution I game at. The offer on the table was 7700K. Which is clearly 1,000 better than my 6,700K.
Yep.
Though,
considering my 7,600K is faster than your 6,700K.
Ouch.
The math doesn't quite add up. You
can look it up on. It is definitely faster.
Well,
you might have two more cores or whatever the fuck it is, but it's still fast.
I don't have any more cores. I only got 4 cores.
Let's see.
Only got the 4 cores, man. Doing the best they could do. So, Jeff, I think you said you were looking at some stuff.
Looking at, and then about 5 minutes later, actually buying. So, on the way. So this goes back to Jesus Christ, building this computer in
all the way back
September.
To Jesus Christ. I really didn't know
that all the way back to Jesus. Jesus only rolls with 6 cores.
I didn't know they had the i7 infrastructure back in the
early days.
They've had it for a while,
Mm-hmm.
They've been sitting on it. So just quick background. I built 2 brand new computers in end of September, early October. I was going to do an 8700K Intel for the gaming machine. I waited until the drop date, which was October, I want to say 15th.
Yeah.
Something like that. Sure, it dropped, but it didn't actually go on sale. It wasn't going to go on sale until the end of October, and that was still with limited quantities. So unless you were first in line, you weren't guaranteed anything. So I decided, fuck it, I'm just going to do a 7700K. And here we are. So I ordered an 8700K, which means a new motherboard, processor. We're not getting a new CPU cooler. And I think we're going to order a new case as well.
So you're real.
Yeah. That is a definite first world problem right there.
Oh, super.
Too many computers. Harsh.
I actually was going to purchase a Threadripper, the 1950X.
Oh, somewhere John just got hard on.
Yep. Until I did a quick search. 8700K. And in gaming, the 8700K just wipes the floor with it.
Really? I thought the Threadripper was the end-all, be-all fucking...
Yeah, I thought the 1950X would just demolish it. You know,
Yeah.
it's the best,
But not so much, eh?
But yeah, no, not really. Like, obviously, rendering it did a lot better. But for actual gaming, it was better on every single one. So,
well, like we've argued about this as a group for a while. Like, but the general consensus is for gaming, you go Intel. If you are doing multitasking and other shit, you go with AMD. I mean,
correct. So yeah, so my gaming machine, I'm actually giving away my i7 7700K and motherboard.
You're just giving it away. Just
giving it away. Not to any of you guys, but
that's
well.
God.
And then
You'll still be upset when it doesn't feel like working right for you.
Well, yeah. See, the problem is everything's working fine now. So just switching to the 8700K, I'm probably gonna run into all sorts of issues. So.
Oh, for sure you will.
That's life,
like,
right?
Well, that's the whole new motherboard and everything.
If it's not broken, let's break it now so that you get to break things.
Exactly. I was surprised. Like, I was looking for motherboards, and I'm expecting, okay, there'll maybe be like 10 motherboards to pick from. It's only been out for half a month. No, there's like 137 different motherboards to choose.
Old bitch is gonna pay money.
And there was still, where there's a bunch of reviews on them already, so people were waiting to drop money on this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my quick upgrade, I guess. For
quick upgrade, new top line, Intel i7 with an 8 and the goddamn piece of shit.
The worst part is I was playing some Final Fantasy 14 and I was getting a little bit of graphic lag where like a lot of shit was happening. I have it maxed on everything, right? So I was playing, and when lots of stuff was going on, it kind of slowed down for a second or two, and then it kind of caught back up, which means I need another 1080 Ti, right?
Well, you always knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, I know. So the theory I'm going with is I'll get the new case, a full tower, then I can get the second video card, and then I want to do a custom water cooling setup with like hard lines and everything.
Yeah.
Just I'll have enough room for it.
That's awesome because one thing about custom water cooling setups is like you're guaranteed to lose money. It's like you're gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars that nobody's gonna want to pay for because it's somebody else's sketchy plumbing.
Yeah. That's why I didn't go water cooled.
We'll see how it goes. I can fit in the new case. I can fit 10 140 millimeter fans, which just has me orgasming on the inside here because that is just fantastic.
I can actually fit 9 in my case right now.
I don't know why, but our fans, and especially if they're like RGB or they light up, it just delicious.
Well, at least I hope they help you get good. And speaking of getting good, that's a great transition to our next segment, which is what are we playing this week, guys?
Well, like I said, I bought Doom. I haven't played it yet, but that's the plan for my next go through. Other than that,
you're gonna love it.
I'm sure it will. Like, I mean, I played the first like 10 minutes of it, and like wake up and you start shooting. You can't get much better than that. I mean, there's no fucking bullshit backstory. There's no 20-minute cutscene. It's like, no, here's your gun. Go shoot somebody.
Yep,
I love that. I fucking love that. That's the way it should be. Yeah.
So,
other than that, no. Well, no, that's a lie. Me and some buddies, Lee included in that. We played some golf the other night, but a game from like the early 2000s. You're playing Worms Armageddon.
Oh yeah, great game. Yeah, the Worms series in general is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah. They're playing online and shit, so it's some classic shoot the shit out of each other and bullshit. It's good. It's fun. That's all I got.
And Stiol, you dipped into Dark Souls 3 again this week.
Yeah, so I beat Dark Souls 3 about, I want to say, on PS4. That was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So I just picked it up on PC. So I've been having to relearn how to actually play, which is, it's always exciting. That game is so rewarding to play because you get your shit stomped in 10 times in a row, and then you finally figure it out and beat it, and you just get that it just feels so good. Such a classic game that, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but if you just play it, it is amazing. So amazing.
So what can we expect then for like an edited video regarding that content? I mean, you've played a bunch of it now. You've got experience with the game. That's
yep. Edited video, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I mean, you can do a highlight of all your deaths. I'm almost at the point, maybe like another couple run-throughs, maybe 8 hours or so, and I'll be at the point where I'm at the PvP stage, and that's probably where the edited videos will come in. People really like those PvP tournaments and so forth, so that's probably where I'll start doing the edited videos for that.
So that's where your fancy processor is going to help you get good.
Hopefully. Probably not. If I still suck, then I obviously need another video card just to get that extra edge.
Well, I mean, maybe you're just sort of future-proofing, Jeff. The way I look at it, you'd be foolish not to like get that extra video card.
At $1,100.
How much?
At like $1,100. I think that's like 90 or 1080 Ti. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
It's a mouthful. The word, like the name of this fucking video card. It's name of it, but it's like 10 words long.
Which series are you going with?
So I'll just get the same one, obviously, that I have right now.
Yeah.
And I'll pull it up. It's right here. So it's the EVGA GeForce, obviously, GTX 1080 Ti for the Win 3 Elite Gaming Black.
That's like too many words to say. It's a fucking 1080 Ti.
Yeah, so normally I stick with the FTW series. I don't know why. It's just easy enough to find them and pick them up. The Elite Gaming Black. The black is just sort of the color, right? You can get white or black. But the Elite Gaming, it actually gives you another, I want to say, 1,000 megahertz or gigahertz or something like that on the memory clock.
1,000 megahertz, a gigahertz on the memory clock. So it's going from 7 to 8.
So
that's your problem. You don't even know what you fucking bought. You're just like, sort by price.
Yeah, so it's megahertz. So you go from the effective memory clock of 11 8,000 megahertz to 12,000. Woo!
Ooh.
Oh my God! That's wow. That's less than That's less than 1%. That's awesome.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's going to work out a lot better with water block though. So
it was $50 more than the regular FTW3, so it's hard not to justify that. That's all.
Well, I can't really argue. I mean, I got the 980 Ti Strix versions, which have their fancy overclocking thing. That was a marginal step up from the standard 980 Ti. But they're red and black, bro. It matches my wires. So that sort of made it all worth it.
That's something I'm kind of annoyed with on EVGA side. I've used them forever, so I like sticking with them. But everyone else seems to have way better like covers and RGB design. This one's not too bad, but it just says EVGA, GeForce, GTX 1080 Ti, and then a little thing that says FTW3. Your cards are way cooler as far as how they light up and how they look in the actual case.
I like the high bandwidth bridge that's got the dragon that lights up and flashes. That's my favorite. It's a fucking red.
That adds at least 5 horsepower.
It's a red dragon and it glows.
Is that from your motherboard, or is it just a third party one you purchased?
It's a third party MSI high bandwidth SLI bridge. If you're gonna do the dual 980 Ti or 1080 Ti's, you're gonna need one of them double wide rigid high bandwidth bridges.
Ooh, double wide rigid, yes.
Oh,
please.
dude, and they have RGB.
Oh, nice.
They have all the colors.
Yeah, for the 8700K, I'm running an MSI right now, Gaming Pro Carbon for the 7700. I went with Gigabyte.
I think
for the new one, but it has a little bit more RGB on it. It had some good reviews as well, so I'm excited about that. And it has kind of a like falcon on there, which reminded me of Mike's dragon there, so should be cool.
I technically have the same dragon that he has on his.
You have a what?
I have my 1060 is an MSI, and that's their logo is that dragon. So on my fans, there's two little dragons, and I think there's on my motherboard someplace. So I have an MSI motherboard. But anyways,
your internet is interneting there, Daryl. You're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so enough about measuring the dicks on the hardware scale there. What else are you gonna?
Much bigger.
It is clearly bigger. Good job there, Mr. Mr. Stiol. But what else you playing? So Dark Souls 3.
So
still hacking away at Final Fantasy 14, and it looks like a little bit of looks like you're hitting a little bit of Rocket League now and then. What's
Rocket League. I need to get back into some Fortnite, some PUBG. I was gifted by Johnny Rockets some Warhammer End Times. I'm going to also check out Vengeance. I think someone linked that before. And then there's another sort of a survivability. I guess you could say it's like a tower defense almost, but with zombies. And you're not a tower, you're building like a whole defense base. And it's called They Are Billions. And it's just, you're going to die at the end. It's just how long you can survive. And it's pretty, like, it looks pretty cool. It's in beta right now.
Yep.
They're about to drop it into early access on Steam.
Feel good story of the year there, right there.
Yeah. You're going to die.
You're going to die, but I think
you can do all these things before. Yeah.
I think I found your bridge. I think I found the right one for you. RGB Fusion. Yeah, that looks like the right one there, Jeff.
Ooh. That's the same logo too, right? Yeah. That's the motherboard I have, the Orario.
Oh, look at that. His dick just got hard. I don't know if you folks heard at home, but I just hit the table. Okay, so
what are you playing?
Well, I finished Mario Odyssey this week. And that's
and you did a video on it?
No, I did like
More on the Switch.
I did like an unboxing video.
Okay.
But yeah, I played through Mario Odyssey in terms of the plot line, not necessarily in terms of 100 completion. So, best Mario game I've played to date by far. It's so full of little things that just make it entertaining end to end. Whether it's the 2D sections, which are a direct callback to the original Super Mario Brothers, and like the physics are correct when you're in that 2D platforming mode. So you like walk into a wall, transform into 2D Mario, and you're like Super Mario Brothers original part in certain sections of the game.
Yeah, you and Lee were playing that the other day when I was over, and that looked really awesome.
Yeah, and the possession stuff adds, of course, all the different dynamics and mechanics of each different thing you can possess, whether it's a fireball or a bomb or a Koopa, and all the rest of it. And they did a really good job of making there be a point for those. But
we were talking about that the other day. The whole existential meaning of possessing something.
Well, I mean, if you want, there's a couple of things in the game that are kind of more overt, and I would suggest darker than previous Mario games did, because like those are just so cartoony and stuff like that they can get away with a lot of stuff. But this one was more realistic. I mean, you go to a place called essentially a city, a metropolis area that's got frickin' humans in it, which makes you question, what the hell is Mario? If there's like normal frickin' humans, what the hell is he? It's like this weird cartoon thing. But, the fact that, and it's very overt in the very first level when you possess the frog, and it shows like Mario's soul going into the frog and seeing the world from the frog's eyes. It's like, oh shit, he just transferred his consciousness and soul into like a different thing and completely took it over, which is kind of fucked. And like,
so what actually happens to that? Like what you're possessing, what happens to their soul? Does it just get pushed out of the way, or
I know. When you leave them though, they're disoriented and they're like, curl up on the ground with the birds or stars flying around them. So obviously they're disoriented, as anybody would be if your complete control of your body is pushed to the side by some overt thing. And this has been discussed by lots of different YouTubers in terms of like how the mechanics of the hats work and what sort of nefarious things. But it's okay. So that's one thing. But like the whole overarching thing of saving the princess once again from Bowser, who allegedly takes her under allegedly duress to marry her, and then proceeds to use his giant space yacht to travel to all the best places on the globe to get the best ring, the best flowers, the best dress, the best cake, the best meal. Like he's gone to a lot of effort, and there's a couple of times when you run into him throughout the plot of the game where she's just sort of like standing on the bow of the ship being like, oh, I'm not chained up or in a cage or anything, but there's some drama going on, and it's not readily apparent that it's like she's upset that Mario's in danger, or Bowser's in danger, or just like some douchebags fighting. And then when the thing concludes, right, like Mario at the end, gets
saves the princess.
Well, like saves her at the wedding, barges into the wedding for some inexplicable reason, no sense. All the main characters you bump into in all the different worlds along the way, like the people from the best cake kingdom, or the people from like the best dress kingdom, or the people from the best ring kingdom, or whatever all it is, they're all at the freaking wedding. None of them chained up. They're all just there. The wedding's on the goddamn moon. So presumably They all like left their lives to be at this event, which again is pretty ambiguous whether or not it's unwilling or not.
It's
Like I kind of look at this and I'm like, well, okay, what's really going on here? Because like the princess has been treated to the best effects for a wedding and the best sort of treatment to get her to that wedding. All the people who met her are at the wedding. You're the douchebag barging into the church last minute and like starting a fucking fight. But the whole thing sort of comes to a head. Yeah, spoiler alert. Pause for 30 seconds if you haven't played the game. But yeah, eventually you fight Bowser and you possess him to escape from a collapsing moon kingdom underground or whatever, because he's big and strong, can break things. And spoilers over. But yeah, like Bowser's knocked out and there's the princess there in a wedding dress. And there's Mario, they're in a white tuxedo, and he's like, ha, 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 here I am. And she's like, ha, ha, here we are. And Mario goes in for the kiss. Like, for real, goes in for the kiss. And the two hats, like the whatever weird soul-ripping parasitic hats there are, she had a tiara hat, which Bowser stole for, like, you know, the wedding or whatever. And he's got the top hat and a brother and sister, which is kind of a weird thing. But so Mario at the end, he's going in for the kiss. And the two hats, they go together. Oh, God, it's going to happen. And then Bowser, like, bursts in last second before the kiss with a bouquet of flowers. And the princess is like, oh, those are nice flowers. And then Mario busts in with his own flower. And she's like, oh, another flower. And then they're like, oh, my flower, your flower. And she's like, nope, nope, nope. Friend zones them both. This is fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Gets on the spaceship Mario put together to get her, to save her, and leaves them fucking both on the moon.
What a bitch!
Last minute, just before Mario can't get to it, she just turns around and is like, come on! And Mario jumps off Bowser's head to get on the ship. But, like, Toad's friends, both of them, gets on the ship and is like, fuck you guys, I'm done. I'm leaving. And, like, takes off on the ship and leaves them both. Mario just barely gets there. So, that's how the game concludes. You break up a wedding, which was, honestly, kind of looked like it was, like, a legit wedding based on all the guests and stuff. Yeah, because, like, I can't think that all the different kingdoms people all being there, not under lock and chain, there's no guards or no shit like that. Just Bowser in a white tux and the princess up there. In the game's defense, it looks like he is trying to force a ring of bonding on her. But the ring is also bigger than her, and, you know, it could just be like a misunderstanding. I don't necessarily think it's, like, forceful. But, yeah, so the game ends. I got there in 208 moons. Moons are the currency in which you use to increase the power of your ship and, like, get to the different locations.
Yeah.
And the game has 999 moons total. So
you didn't even get, like, you barely got a quarter of what you're supposed to get.
Literally not even a fifth. Literally not even a fifth of the game. And
how many moons did he say?
999.
And you got how many?
208 to basically get Bowser. Oh, hold on a sec here.
Wow.
One second. You guys keep talking.
Yeah. You really went on that for a while. It's fine. It's fine. Well, that would be the, you know, the polite thing to do, considering we're trying to, you know, entertain the people here.
Hey, look, guys. Yeah, I got to duck out here. Somebody's here to look at the arcade machine. Do you guys want to keep going for a bit?
Okay.
So I'll just mute myself and you guys can keep talking.
Okay. I don't. Yeah.
Really nothing other than I did review the Switch in terms of its quality compared to all the previous Nintendo consoles released in North America. Go check that out. Bogg bitter unboxing why the Mario Galaxy edition of the Switch sucks. I think you'll enjoy it. It's kind of a different look at different consoles, but in general, it's not great for personal defense. So I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, I don't know what are we going to talk about now. I had nothing. I came into this blind. Yeah. He did mute it. I'm gonna text him. Fucking. Oh yeah, I'll mute it. Like God. Mate. Fucking guy. I just texted him, but as you just heard, his phone is in his office. So, let's see. Give me a second. You're gonna hear his phone ringing right away. Oh, there we go. Now, at least that's muted now. Fucking guy. Anyway, yeah. So, as we were saying before, we were rudely interrupted. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. Probably like the, yeah. Yeah, I would think. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is essentially going to be a huge watershed moment in gaming if it's deemed as gambling. It's like it. Yeah. Where it doesn't change actual gameplay. It's yeah. Right. 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 I would think. But you know, like if you look even at Grand Theft Auto 5, there is a casino in game. Like it's on the highway. You can drive up to the casino, but you can't enter it. And I'm thinking that Rockstar didn't ever put the gambling aspect into the game because of the fact that you can buy shark cards. Then they'd have to be classified as a whole other thing, which EA is going through now. So yeah, yeah, Now, the only thing that's really going to hurt people, the only thing that this is going to hurt the companies, not gamers. I would hope. Hopefully, it's actually going to make things better for us, because lots of people aren't going to have to buy all of it. Like, it's the whole pay to win scenario, right? Like, where if you want to win, you have to pay extra money. So maybe this way it'll get rid of that, because I was never a fan of that in any way. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this whole idea of, oh, just push it out, even though it's not finished, is bullshit in my opinion. You know, with updates for everything, it's garbage. Yeah. 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 Mind you, though, there's been some games out there that did it differently. Like with the indie games, I mean, you look at like Cuphead, you look at Friday the 13th, and those sorts of games where they built the game that they wanted to make. And it goes along with what you're saying with the big companies are, yeah. 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 You might actually end up seeing a bunch of these companies maybe going under. Maybe not going under, but probably changing the way that they do things. Yeah. 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 Madden, yeah. 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 It's such a weird time to be involved in gaming, I guess. You know, with all this, like, so many different ways that companies are trying to get money out of us. Really, like, it's like this the same as like to back to like, I mean, I'm pretty much the only guy that does console stuff in the group anymore. Um, how many different iterations of an Xbox or a PlayStation 4 do you actually need? You know, like they released the PlayStation 4 Pro, I think, like last year, whatever the hell it was.
Why couldn't they just have what the yeah you left your
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
God.
But we can still hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
very unprofessional, Mike.
There we go.
Now I
Sorry, you were
forgot
saying?
I forgot. So
Me too.
no, it's about the like how many different
iterations.
versions. Yeah, like they knew they're like PlayStation or Sony knew that they were going to be coming out with a 4K gaming platform, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just do it right off the hop?
It's almost like the car industry now, where, in a sense, usually with the cars, you have 7 years, usually 8 years of a version of a car.
Yeah.
So, like, let's just say the Mercedes S Class.
Yeah.
So they came out with a brand new Mercedes S Class. And then in 2019, they're coming out with the next new one. But every year in there, there's like
incremental updates.
It's weird, right? Like every 2 years now, the console gets an update, or a slim version, and then an X version, and
an 1X version. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a buddy. Like I got a buddy at work that went to specifically waited in line to buy a 1X. I'm like, for what? Like, mind you, there is something to be said that gaming on a console is definitely cheaper.
Yes.
There's not a lot of setup time involved. Where, I mean, how many times have you fucked around with drivers to get a microphone to work, or to mount all your keys right?
Even just gaming, right? Like, yeah. Have to make sure you're up to date and for drivers, and your game is constantly updating itself on PC. And
mind you, like their PC or PlayStation 4, I know for a fact, like you still get the updates too. But
with the PS4, so I had the PS4. You could set it up so it would go to sleep, and then it would just update itself.
Yeah. When you're not using it.
During the day, which you can do on a PC, but you have to leave the PC running, and it doesn't necessarily do it all the time. Windows could update itself, reboot itself, and totally screw everything up.
Yeah.
Like, all sorts of shit could go wrong.
Okay, here's a question. Do you shut your PCs off when you're done with it?
Usually no. I've started to, just because I'm finding, like, I was started to stream one day after not turning it off for a couple days. And I was dropping and my upload speed is only set to 1700. I was just dropping shit constantly, no reason. Rebooted, we're perfectly fine. Now I'm starting to get into the okay, I'm going to be streaming for an hour plus, I'm going to reboot everything and just make sure it's good. It just depends how lazy I am.
I tend to leave everything on, like both my PCs. The one automatically just goes to sleep, but it seems like a pain in the ass to shut it. And it really isn't, because like with the SSD, I mean, like you're going from a cold computer to fully usable in less than a second.
I have an M.2, so I think about 4 seconds and I'm already loaded up. There's really no reason not to shut it down anymore. But it kind of goes back to the old days where it did take 30 seconds to a minute to boot up, and then
if you had a really shitty setup, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah, and then you wait for all your fucking software to load and blah blah blah, and you just sort of have that ingrained, like, if I leave it running, it's just always ready to go.
Take a little bit of hit on your power bill if you're paying it. But I mean, for the extra $4, I'm on to leave it on. But
with Dark Souls 3, it was. I was having issues where I would load into the game and it would just stutter a lot. Nothing really fixed it. And then it turned out that you have to change your power settings on your desktop to high performance, so nothing ever rests. It's just constantly going, and that fixes it.
Really?
Yeah. So all these crazy, I mean, Dark Souls 3 is like the king of crazy random shit you have to do to get it working. But even just that, it's like, okay, now it's running, and if I do leave it on overnight, it's running full. Might not be the best, but you know what? It's not my processor anymore. Who cares?
Yeah,
I'll treat the new one.
well, you say that now, and you know you won't. You'll
shut
shut it off for like a month, and then you're like, fuck it. It's just easier to just leave it on.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But-
definitely. It's like my
Yeah.
laptop. I don't think I've shut that down ever. Just close the lid, open it, and keep going.
Yeah, I same with mine, but I'm running Linux on my laptop, and it doesn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. It's
But that's
a whole other ball of wax right there.
So there's a cool picture just to take back to the EA thing.
Yeah,
There's Black Friday sales going on, obviously.
yeah.
There is a picture where all of the PS4s have been sold out for Black Friday.
I saw that.
Except it looks like 3 pallets full of PS4s.
Yeah.
Limited edition ones.
There was. I saw another picture related to that where Black Friday again. All the games that were on sale were sold out except for Battlefront 2 for both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And they, you know what? They fucking deserve it. Everything that they're getting. I know. I've viewed my hate about EA before, but everything that they're getting right now is exact. It's karma, bitch.
Do you think Disney is gonna pull the licensing from them for the Star Wars games?
If they fucked it up bad enough, wouldn't surprise me. But I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Right?
I wonder. Everyone's like, okay, fuck EA. They ruined Star Wars. Is there another company that would be able to do this? Battlefront 2, like the way that EA has pumped it out in the last 2 years, essentially.
Well,
I was trying to think like Rockstar might be able to do it, but they probably don't want to be associated with Rockstar.
I don't think so. I mean, Rockstar kind of does their own thing. Like they never really. I don't think they ever made a franchise game, right? Like they never took somebody else's story and then built a game around it.
No, I don't think so. No, and I was just trying to think of that. Like, yes, fuck EA, but who else would have been able to make this game? And had they not fucked up with the loot crate system, and it probably would have been a perfectly fine game that everyone would have loved. But yeah, I mean, I hope they do lose it, just to show that we're not going to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm super happy about the backlash, but at the same time, parents are parents. They're not going to give a shit about this stuff. They're just going to buy the game for their kid, and they'll probably hit their sales target.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that though is all these kids are going to start wanting the loot crates or the loot box if they're still in game, because the EA, they took the loot crates out now, but
yes, for now,
that's the thing. They're coming back. They are. It's just going to be revamped. Okay. I mean, that goes against what we were talking about before.
Right.
But they're going to find a way to do it.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is after the Christmas, holidays, Boxing Day, whatever. So let's say January, February-ish.
Yeah.
Once everyone has picked up the game, who's going to pick up the game for the holidays, has played it and unlocked everything, they'll then bring out the loot crates again, and then allow like the late bloomers or whatever you want to call it, to come in
and pay. And
then have the episode. A game almost like EVE Online. And you're like, okay, everyone is so far ahead. How do I even get close to that? And then EVE Online, I don't even know if they do or not, but if they had offered an option to just pay your way near them, most people would probably do it, right?
It kind of makes sense, right?
It does, and I think that's what's going to happen when they said for now. That's probably the most logical way to do it. Wait a few months, let everyone forget about it is the big one. And go from there. It's hard to say, but I hope they do lose it, or they get slapped so hard by Disney that they actually
change their ways. Yeah. But Disney's just like every other company. All it comes down to is that bottom dollar, right?
Yep.
So
well,
and
they're totally milking it by announcing that. I mean, we talked about this last podcast. The new trilogy that just announced. Like that's
what
do you think they're doing there? They're just milking. So
Yep. That is true.
Okay.
Who?
Well, then,
Oh.
Get him in here. What the fuck is he doing?
So is there anything hardware wise that you're excited about coming out soon? I'm addicted to building computers now, so
it's an expensive hobby to have.
Well, it's cheaper than cars.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like I mentioned at the top there, like I'm excited about like the 1070 Ti's.
I think I asked you this question, but maybe a bit. Another one is 70 Ti versus just a normal 1080.
The 1070 Ti I think has more CUDA cores and I think is actually faster.
Guys, just make sure your mics are muted in your Google Hangouts.
Yep. Mine is.
Mine is now. Shit. Yeah. So
I read 1070 Ti. That's interesting, right? Because it's a really good price point, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder. I'm just gonna Google it real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So the 10. I'm looking at a picture right now. The 1070 Ti has 2,432 CUDA cores, where the 1080 has 2,560. The boost, like the base and boost clock, is actually the 1070 is faster at 1900 megahertz.
I believe the
1080 had.
I believe the memory modules are the same as the 1066 gigabyte.
The memory bandwidth is actually faster on the 1080, and it's cheaper.
So
sorry, go ahead.
G for pop.
Sure.
From what I understand, is the speculation in the industry is that the 1070 Ti is sort of bad binned 1080 GPUs coupled with 1066 gigabyte style RAM.
Oh, okay.
And the specs sort of seem to represent that because it's clearly the same architecture as the 1080, but just like way less.
You're cutting
way less CUDA cores.
In and out, Mike.
Yeah, you
were maybe noise gate or something is screwing up.
Yeah.
You guys shouldn't hear noise gate from Discord though.
Yeah,
it's like cutting out mid-sentence.
Audio's dropping out.
What in the? Now,
come on, audio guy, figure your shit out.
I'll call you guys back. I think it's Discord.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking at userbenchmark.com.
Yep.
Just the normal 1080 GTX
yeah.
versus the 1070 Ti. So this would be, I can't remember what they call it, but it's not EVGA or MSI or whatever. It's
probably just the NVIDIA,
just
the
NVIDIA,
Founders
right?
Edition.
Founders Edition.
Okay, you guys are gonna go quiet if you just give me 10 seconds. Nobody speak for 10 seconds until I log back in because I'm capturing audio from Discord. Haha.
Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
So, you're capturing again?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at userbenchmark.com.
Okay.
Founders Edition GTX 1080 versus the GTX 1070 Ti. Price is virtually identical, $5 difference.
Oh. That's US dollars, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Although I say Canada.
Sorry, which
that is
GPUs?
Canadian.
You're looking at the 1080 versus 780 Ti?
Just the Founders Edition 1080 versus Founder Edition 1070 Ti. And Canadian price 1080 is $670. The 1070 10i Ti, goddammit, is $665, so $5 difference.
Mm-hmm.
Effective speed is 9% better on the 1080. Average user bench across all the different testing, so parallax, MR render or M render, gravity, splatting, so forth, 9%. Peak overclocked bench, again in the same ones, plus 12%. Value or sentiment we're not going to care about because more 1080s have been sold.
Yeah.
The 1070 Ti, the only nice to haves that it wins in is that it's newer.
Yeah.
The conclusion average bench, the 1080 is 126%, the 1070 Ti 9%. So if you were going to do dual 1070 Ti's, I guess it would depend on what the different companies come out with, and maybe they can overclock them to be better than a 1080. But it's still possible that you may be better off just grabbing a couple normal 1080s.
Looking at this, guys, I mean, up on the right there, and the 1080 GTX way better in terms of the numbers they list beside the card.
Yep. Now, you have to be careful for some of those because there has been 130,000 user benchmarks for the 1080 and only 480 for the 1070.
Right.
I mean, you can get a very decent idea, and again, this is Founders Edition, so
you're.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This is fucked up. So what exactly do these numbers represent? Because I got the 980 or the 1080 Ti versus the 1080, and the 1080 Ti is rated lower than the 1080. Is that just? Are we talking price point here?
There is a price comparison near the bottom. Oops, I went to the wrong place. There we go.
I see the price is a lot higher on the Ti.
Definitely a lot higher on the Ti.
Yes. So the normal 1080.
Which they can.
So my effective speed for the 1080 Ti is way higher, 24% higher.
Yeah.
Average user benched plus 22%, overclocked plus 24%, FPS is 8%. And then the value, so that's just how many people have bought it versus the other one.
Yeah.
Obviously, less people are going to buy the Ti than just the regular G. So that's kind of ignore. And then the nice to haves is just, the little kind of extra things it comes with. So it's more resistant, better at lighting, better at dynamic range lighting, so far, so forth. But I mean, it's twice the price, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, like I'm just looking on Amazon here, and for the one that I was going to buy, like the 1080 I was going to buy is $763. But so I'm looking at $1,500 for video card, give or take.
Yeah.
Which
is there no sales going on? I mean, it depends which one you get, right? Like I'm seeing one for $674.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$650.
I mean, I could just
with computers, right? If you're going to spend $650, why not spend another $50 and get, the next best one?
I don't know. Oh, when it's time and I get that bonus, that's when I'll decide what I'm going to pay again. Because hell, I could even just go down to the local gaming store and just buy one in store, right?
True.
Which I've done before. I walked in to OTV and be like, hey, I want a video card and I don't want to wait for it. Because sometimes that's waiting sucks, especially where I live. To get stuff shipped out here, it's a pain in the ass.
Why don't you just get it shipped here and pick it up when you come into the town, like, weekly?
Well, I could do that too. But, you know, like we had talked about, I'm probably moving there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Anyway, sorry to duck out mid Bogcast, guys. I again had a guy looking at the arcade machine. I want to go back to like what we're playing.
Is Ryan joining us or what? What the fuck is it going on there?
Oh, let's check.
Okay, so while he checks, looking at OTB, they have a MSI GTX 1080 Ti, the Ti Founders Editions for $915, which actually isn't a bad price.
That's not bad.
And they have a 1080 Ti Mini, which so it's just a shortened one. It's not the full length video,
okay.
for $900. That's a damn good price.
And honestly, if you're gonna spend $1,500 on a couple 1070 Ti's,
I might as well just get 1080s.
I mean, I'm seeing them for $700, right? So I guess let's say you're gonna spend $1,200, $1,300 on just a couple 1070
Buy one
Ti's.
1080 Ti now and buy one 1080 Ti next year.
That's not good, no. Because by next year, the next card is going to come out. So,
well, I don't know, man. I mean, I seem to be doing fine with my old stuff. Not
real.
Some people are okay with not being the best, and
well, I mean, I don't really know what it takes to run Dota 2 these days, but I'm pretty sure
I think you can run that. I think you can run that on a potato.
And
pretty much.
Rocket League, I don't know what Rocket League takes these days, but I'm willing to check out.
I'm pretty sure my GPU is 100% capped when I'm playing Rocket League. You know,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. If I was playing it on my old 4440, yeah, I think you're okay.
Yeah, it's not about if it's, you know, struggling. That's not the point of it. The point is that it looks badass. And I get to look over to my right and see, oh, Jesus Christ, there's 2 TIs in there. Oh my God.
Look, man, as long as it's hitting 60 FPS on Ultra, I'm happy. You know, my requirements are pretty minimal.
That's all you get asked for.
Yeah, I mean, look at that monitor you're playing on. You need a lot of horsepower to hit 60 frames a second on it.
But it's not 4K.
No, it's not.
It's like a little bit more than 2K. So it doesn't take anywhere near 4K, like 4K heaviness in terms of the horsepower.
So if you wanted to, would that, with your 980 Ti's, would it run a 4K game properly?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Nah. No.
Do you need to like 1080 Ti's to run a 4K monitor?
A couple 1080s will do it, not on Ultra, mostly 60 frames per second without HDR.
Wow.
So if you want to do high dynamic range, which is apparently the next hotness, providing you have a monitor that supports it and all the rest of the bullshit, and you want to do that at 60 frames per second at sort of high to ultra settings at 4K, then a couple 1080 Ti's will just do it.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
No,
so okay, so if you were gonna go like right now, if you're gonna go build your ultimate 4K rig, what would you have to run?
I think you have to do what, the Titan?
Well, no.
2 Titan X's?
The 1080 Ti will actually outperform the Titan X in pure gaming applications, and it will dominate the 1080 Ti in terms of productivity, GPU-based applications. So the Titan.
Speaking speaking of 1080 Ti or 1080s, Ryan just put. So
Does it beat two 1080s in SLI though?
A TI? No. No. A Titan X won't beat 280s. Like, God, I hate Titan X. Titan X, Titan X Black, Titan X XX, Titan X Black. What's up? What's up?
Titan Triple X.
Wait, I might need to buy a Titan X now.
For fuck's sakes. Are you just gonna have computers in every room now, or what's the deal?
Kind of feels like it, yeah.
Okay, I just want to do a quick.
He is the whore of computers. That guy.
Okay,
Oh, for sure.
I just want to do a quick shout out here to Rhymes trying to grind down in California. He just
Yo.
did his stream. From our left here we got Stiol, and in the middle there we got DBagg, and you know me, Roll SK, and on the audio without video we've got R Star. How's it going, Ryan?
Pretty good, Mike. I gotta say thanks for getting me into Assassin's Creed. That game is insane.
I
man.
told you
Insane.
it's fucking great. Hey, do you have a Skype there, Ryan?
Oh God, let me look.
Because I can
It's
Skype
built
or
right
Windows?
into Windows 10.
I can
Built right into Windows.
I can Skype you up and capture you and put you in the stream there. So you know,
Yeah, no,
Ryan's
I don't
like-
have Skype.
Okay, well,
Skype is AIDS for computers.
okay, I have another idea. I have yet another Google Chats login.
Yeah.
Well,
Mike, is your gain on your mic really high right now?
no, is it distorting?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not getting any distortion.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm drunk.
Yeah, I think it's fine on my end. Yeah, I think I'm gonna order that case tonight.
So which case are you going with?
It is called the damn it. I don't even know. The
You need to get my awesome case, Jeff.
Dark Base Pro 900.
Okay,
Ooh,
Ryan, I'm gonna add
fancy.
you up here at info at Bogg Sales Service here. What's your email?
We type it out.
Yeah,
instead of
type-
saying
I'll
it
type-
over.
I'll type it out.
Type that out in the Discord so we don't like.
What's your PIN
Oh.
number on the back of your credit card again?
If you could post your birth date and social insurance in the stream.
Social Security.
Please
And-
do. I need that new video card real quick.
Yeah, right.
So okay, Jeff, you're gonna buy
I
that
can afford that.
fucking case. That's like $350.
250.
Okay,
I'm-
Ryan, I just sent you an invite there.
I'm looking on
Let
Amazon
me
right now.
open here.
It should be from info at
New
Bogg Sales
Egg
Service.
is 300 regular, 254 right now.
Oh, Black Friday.
Might be more expensive on Amazon. I don't know. But it's I just like big motherfucking cases, you know.
I really like my case that I bought. Like it's
I'm pretty fond of mine.
I mean, I like mine. We all have our favorites. I mean, I like that Fantech. Maybe it's a little mainstream. I guess is that. I don't know.
I like mine because it's like minimalistic, right? Like there's nothing, there's no window, there's no lights, there's just one button and
But
some USB ports, and that's it.
Ryan, did you
But I
add me
mean,
up
when you
on,
have RGB
Google
Yeah,
Hangouts?
It's
that
just
window.
my email's just syncing here. I haven't opened email on my PC for about 3 months, so
Oh yeah, we need Google Hangouts. You need
Yeah.
Google Hangouts.
is that okay? Let me
so the
install
case I
that.
really want is that Fantex N2 Elite. It's only $1,300.
And why?
It's all tempered glass, and it actually comes in like a giant metal trunk.
Why? Why is it useful?
It's more for from what I can tell, if you want to do like a real cooling kind of setup, it's just a very fancy new case, like minimalist design. It's really nice looking.
Yeah, but $1,200, and then you shove like $2,000 worth of clear acrylic piping in.
Yep.
Jeff, I'm not sure if you are aware of this, but they make RGB water cooling fittings, so every like elbow and stuff can be RGB programmed.
Why? But why? Why does everything need to be fucking RGB?
Dude,
it doesn't make sense.
Everybody loves RGB.
I've been living the RGB lifestyle for years. You guys all know it.
Yep.
My
Mike actually got me into the RGB. I didn't really care about it until I saw his computer.
Okay, Mike, I don't have any invite in my inbox.
You have to have a Gmail.
Well, my regular email is associated to Gmail. I use it for everything. Like when I just went to Google Hangouts in Chrome, it just logged me right in as my username.
Oh, there we go. Maybe I spelt Slacktel wrong.
Yeah, you could have.
Probably.
Yeah, you should have it now, bud.
All right, let me just refresh this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, in the early 2000s was when computer modding first started. Cold cathode, fluorescent tubes. There was no fucking LEDs. People spray painted their cases. They bolted on acrylic panels to make windows and stuff. It was all like hand-built, cheesy stuff, and LED lights were just sort of... LED fans were a big deal back then. The cold cathode fluorescent tubes were the shit, though. Man, you get some UV ones of those, and you like put some like fluorescent spray paint inside your case. That was fucking ballin', man. Athlon X264 was what I was rocking in my early 2000s gaming rig. And then 4850 X2 AMD card that had 2 GPUs and 1 PCB. What a monster.
Yeah, it's a little different now, hey?
Still have no email.
Check your spam.
Yeah,
probably
checking
spam.
My spam.
Guaranteed it's spam.
Yeah,
Wish wants to sell me a flashlight.
It's info.
A flashlight?
It's info@boggsalesservice.com.
I got nothing, man. Nothing.
Guys, we have a problem. There's a new 1080 Ti card that has a higher clock speed.
Just overclock yours.
Don't be such a wimp. Get it out there and overclock the thing. Yeah, that says invitation.
I've got both of my 1080s overclocked to the fucking max.
With the 8700K coming in, I am going to overclock that to 5 gigahertz. Is apparently what everyone's running now.
I think, don't you have to delid it to get up that high?
I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
Hey, Mike, can you just send me the invite? Oh, okay, never mind. Let's chat on Hangouts.
You two are this is great.
Ryan,
I accepted a chat too.
Make sure you mute your mic, bud.
How do I do that?
Hangouts.
There's a microphone at the bottom.
Oh, shit, hold on.
So you guys ready to start the podcast?
Yeah, we should definitely start the podcast now.
Fuck.
How do I...
There's a microphone at the bottom of the screen. Just click on it.
I got it. I'm good. Do you see me?
No.
Oh, I saw you for a second there. Oh, shit.
No, definitely not coming through.
Can you tell we're all computer people?
Oh, where'd you go?
Well, I paused it. Hold on, I'm back.
Holy fuck.
What color fucking green are you using? Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
It's my green screen.
Oh, man.
You need to resize that guy.
Resize what?
What kind of shit show is this?
Well, I fucking wish I
Johnny
knew, John.
Rockets.
Johnny Rockets!
Holy shit. It's the Intel fanboy himself.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
It's
Well,
like
there we go. We got.
it's like another glorious troll right there.
Yep.
Oh my god,
We now have simultaneous 4 video feeds.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta open this on
To
my
the
other
future,
monitor
guys.
so I can see.
To the
That's
future.
fucking awesome.
Fuck.
So is
Okay,
this 3
okay.
different freaking accounts or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that'll do it.
I'm gonna start. We're gonna do acapella. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So I'll start. Oh.
Oh.
No. Nope. Nope.
You know, there's programs for this, right?
Is the podcast thumbnail a picture of Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me, man. What the hell is that? That's crazy.
Well, that's cool. That works. So, okay, welcome to the stream there, Johnny Rockets and R-Star. Let's start. Let's go back to what we were
Who's
playing.
time it. Somebody's got their mic on yet. I'm getting echo.
Johnny,
Johnny,
No,
probably.
man. No, man.
our star.
Remember, I'm not using. I'm
No,
not in
I've
Hangouts.
got my stuff all on
Oh.
mute.
Okay, no. Maybe I'm just drunk. Okay. Sorry.
Test 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Motherfucking test.
So,
Okay, so I'm gonna add. We gotta add an image here of Johnny Rockets so that.
We'll just
Maybe-
add the image you used for the thumb.
Yeah, I'm on it.
or
I'm on it.
or the most offensive picture you have of him. That'd be even better.
That was it.
Yeah. That's not even that bad.
That's not too bad.
You should see his Snapchat. Oh,
Yeah. Adult 18 plus only.
Uh,
Well, I'm telling you guys that Twitch cam girls is the way to go.
I like this headline. Just going back to video cards, it says NVIDIA's new GTX 1070 Ti is a more powerful version of the 1070, but not
Woo!
quite as good as the 1080.
Oh my god.
that's some solid information right there.
Yeah,
Thank you,
wow,
Captain
the TI
Obvious.
is better than the
Thank
regular.
you.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Now we got ourselves a big old fucking party here.
It looks like it's no joke. It looks like a bunch of ramen on his head. Like
It's like Donna Brazil from freaking Democrats,
the
right?
curtains
Hey,
match.
no. Who was the one who pretended to be black?
What's her name? I know who you're talking about, but yeah, I don't know her name.
She was the head of like the
Oh yeah.
yeah, she was like head of like some
Yep.
African American like thing.
Oh yeah.
And she'd be fake and being black forever. Oh god, so bad.
You can identify as whatever race you want.
Yeah, I think that's what started it,
Oh.
right? Like I think that's the thing that started the whole transracial thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That kind of blew the doors
Did
open
you
on a
just
lot of
assume
shit.
my gender?
Nobody spoke to you, DBagg.
Did you shut your fucking whore mouth?
Nobody said a goddamn thing to you.
Man.
Okay,
I find that
so
offensive.
let's talk about the Steam autumn sale. What's everyone buying? Anyone buying anything?
Everything.
Man.
Okay, let's.
I'm not overly impressed.
Okay, let's do this properly. Top left, Johnny Rockets first.
Well, so you've got that game by
Oh, that
you
one.
know that game. I suggest that one. You know?
That game? That's a
Yeah.
popular game, yeah.
No, so actually, there's that Warhammer End Times Vermintide. So it's got these crazy high ratings, like very positive on Steam, very positive overall, very positive recent. As far as media, they got 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10 by PC Gamer, Game Reactor. It's supposed to be this kick-ass game, kind of in the same realm as Left 4 Dead 2, but it adds crafting and some other shit to it. So it's supposed to be just this badass experience.
Oh, because that's just exactly what I'm looking for when I'm being swarmed by zombie hordes, is to have to stop and make fucking bullets.
Yeah, that's great fun.
Especially, you get boomed on by a boomer, and you just want to be able to kneel down and like make I don't know, a camp like.
Well, to be fair, they don't call it a boomer; they call it a zoomer. But no, seriously, there's one called the Bile Troll and Rat Ogre. Anyway, it's supposed to be something pretty fucking sweet.
So this Warhammer, is it Warhammer?
Well, it's Warhammer. Yeah, it's Warhammer era. So it's actually
no, it's Barbie.
Yeah, it's like a manly
You know what
version
I mean, like Warhammer 40,000K or whatever it's called.
No, it's in the Warhammer world.
Huh.
It's kind of neat.
And if people are wondering who's talking, it's the guy on the left, top left with the Ramen for head.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, you should. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Your beard got
no, but did my beard get longer?
Anything else, Johnny? Did you get anything else, or?
Man, I haven't really bought a lot yet. I'm gonna look tonight.
Just to point out, Johnny actually bought me and gifted me that Warhammer game. So thank you for that.
That's pretty.
I guess that handy I gave you earlier was for nothing. For nothing, hey?
You know what? Even if I didn't get to finish, I still appreciated it. So, yeah. Jeez, man. Yeah, but otherwise, like off. You know, you got Shadow of War at 40% off. Rise of the Tomb Raider at 67% off. Ghost Recon at 50% off. There's some good sales, man.
There's quite a lot of good sales, actually.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff. Nothing that really interests me.
You start running into a problem where there's so many sales and so many games to play, where when I sit down to stream, I have 6 games that would all do well streaming, and you have to pick one.
Yeah.
It kind of gets to be a problem.
Yeah, if you say that nothing interests you on the Steam sale, then you just don't like gaming.
Fuck, I
wouldn't go that far.
Either you don't like gaming, or option 2, you already fucking bought all the games at full price well before the goddamn sale, and are now looking at all the things you could have bought had you not spent full price on all the games. Like
that wouldn't be you, Mike, if you didn't do that.
Wolfenstein 2? Why is Wolfenstein 2 30% fucking off? It just came out.
50.
50? That's fucking... God damn it!
And we all know you're beyond the
75% off.
Man, there's some good sales.
I'm still... My jury is out on that game. I'm going to finish the playthrough here in the next week, and I might have to do a bit of review of it. Because, I'm trying real hard not to be disappointed, and having to try real hard not to be disappointed, which I find odd considering I just played through the New Order. I just played through the first, and I still felt that really compelling. And I feel this one was compelling up into probably the point where I'm at now in the game. I don't want to say anymore because I'll have enough spoilers in the review, but I think the game is going to leave people wanting more conclusion than... And, look, I'll just straight out say it. They're queuing up for number 3. For number 3. I think 2 and 3.
Are they just made 2 longer? Is what you're saying?
Well, I'm still expecting the same sort of 10 hours of gameplay. Wolfenstein: The New Order was a 10-hour gameplay game, and exciting, engaging hours where you felt connection to the characters and the narrative, and you felt enticed to through it, you associated yourself with BJ, and all the shit that went down, you felt a part of it, and not getting the same level of connection. I actually think it has more to do with the enemy than it has to do with the characters in the game. gonna have to think on that a little bit because I honestly,
You're a Nazi sympathizer.
well, no, it's just that the bad guys in the game are very generic, and I don't know.
Hitler's generic?
He's in the game, by the way.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a fucked up scene. Okay, there's lots of reviews out there about it already, and like lots of them do it well, but there's some stuff that's like in the first game, you go to the moon to get nuclear codes. In the second game, you go to Venus to get nuclear codes. In the first game, you're leading a band of rebels to overthrow the existing Nazi established government. In the second game, you're leading a group of rebels to overthrow the established Nazi government. In the first game, I don't get there. The second game, from what I understand, you don't get there either. So, they took everything. It feels like they turned it up to 11 and added a few interesting story elements. Like, my favorite twist of the whole game, and spoiler here, stop watching if you want to play the game. Daryl, plug your ears.
It's fine. It's fine.
But, like, BJ at the start of the game is all fucked up because he got blown up at the end of the first game. And, like, he's got kidney failure, liver failure, his intestines are shredded, he's on a colostomy bag, can't walk or stand. There's a suit that's similar to the crisis suit in the new in the first game, and you essentially get that suit that holds your guts together while you try to fight, and you fail and get caught, and there's a half-assed attempt to save you. Your band of rebels does this attempt and fail and get captured, and you're publicly executed. And you're like,
we talked about this, yeah.
Yeah. And they fucking chop your head off on live TV in front of the whole world. And you're like, what the fuck? First of all, the whole thing leading up to that, which is probably about 4 hours of gameplay, you're like, this guy's fucked. He's not getting there. He's not going to make it.
What?
He's already died.
What game is this again?
Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus.
Because I thought you were still talking about Forza, and I got real fucking confused there.
Close to Forza. Close to Forza.
Very close. Similar plot lines.
Why am I saying Forza? why am I repeating Forza?
Those Nazi drifters, man, they're tough.
They capture you, they torture you, they capture your friends, they torture your friends, they murder your friends, you're fucked, they execute you live, they lob off your head, it falls into an incinerator. But in reality, it's swapped out for another head as it falls through the flames, and one of your ragtag group of scientists happens to have a technique that melds fucking heads to other bodies. He's got like a lemur cat to prove it. And like,
what the fuck?
They take, so you go from being completely broken, completely fucking beat up and dying within a week, held together by this mechanical suit, captured and tortured to death by the Nazis, executed publicly, and they capture your head and slap it on like a fucking advanced engineered Nazi body. You're like, okay, good. And so, BJ's back and he's all rough and tough and he's ready to rock. So,
how drunk do you have to be, or fucked up do you have to be to even come up with this shit? Like, that's what I want to know.
Or high, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Watching Hitler puke and pee himself was pretty funny, and shoot Ronald Reagan was pretty weird. So Ronald Reagan's in the game.
Spoiler alert.
So yeah, well, I already mentioned that you go to Venus. You go to Venus to audition for the part of B.J. Blazkowicz, the Nazi killer and terrorist, which the Nazis are producing a film about after they executed you. So
that game that you bought for Jared, Jeff, that looks fucking awesome.
For John, yeah.
For John, yeah, that's right.
He needs to do a stream on that.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
still think that Mike needs to do a Dream Daddy fucking playthrough. I still think that needs to happen because that would be hilarious.
Well, I'm really excited for Mike to do Magnum Cum Laude because that game was like Leisure Suit Larry in its prime.
I got it working today. Well, I showed you guys the video.
Yeah.
I unfortunately got the good old games completely unrated version. So when I stream those, I'm gonna have to switch all the streams to non-rated. And
are we set for that anyways?
no.
Oh.
We gotta change that for that stream for sure. Because from what I understand, there's lots of bits and parts and stuff like that. So if you are of age and you can click 18 plus, then you can look forward to me streaming Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude, which was released in 2004 and was produced by Sierra, which I was surprised to see.
Oh, it was their last good game, I think. Really.
Does Sierra even exist anymore, or did EA buy him out?
EA shot them in the head like they did Visceral and
Fucking
Pandemic and everyone else.
Come with me. I know where.
Did EA originally buy Sierra?
Yeah.
Ah,
I thought it was Activision.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, maybe it was
EA.
Activision. I don't know.
I think it's Activision.
Hey, I'd like to just interject here for a second. What the fuck? Deep Space Waifu? Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're getting you some space pussy, John.
Yeah, I tried to get you the
God.
bundle, but it wouldn't let me gift the bundle for some reason. So
Holy shit! This looks amazing. In a
yeah, you
I don't
have
know.
to do a stream on it.
Okay, 18 plus stream coming up.
Yep.
And DBagg, I just need to interject.
Thank you very much.
Santa Claus needs to bring you a fucking green screen, man.
You know what? I have one. I just
gave
I'm not setting anything up in this house because I'm moving. I don't know when I'm moving, but I'm moving. So
You've been moving
not-
for 2 years.
Fuck you. But I'm serious, guys. Serious this time, guys. Come on. Fuck you. Fucking guys.
I just threw the Sierra symbol up there on the screen because.
Oh my god, that brings back memories.
Exactly.
You
I
have
was
no idea.
gonna say all of us grew up. Well, I don't know about
Yeah.
Jeff.
Need to throw the Westwood logo up there too. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Westwood. That's another one that freaking got
Command and
slaughtered.
Conquer, man. Red Alert 2.
Yeah, man.
Classics, man. Sierra had so many good games. Police Quest, King's
Heroes
Quest,
Yeah.
Space Quest.
Space Quest.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Space Waifu.
So I can't. Well, thank you very much for this game.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jesus.
I didn't want to feel like I owed you when you gifted me a game, so I had to get you something, right?
Son of a bitch.
Last, just to interject, last year for Christmas, I bought, for anyone who knows Mooney, I bought him that fucking Dad's in the Shower game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I wonder how many frames.
That's a classic.
At 4K.
All of them.
All of them, yeah.
All the
frames.
frames.
Well,
Every frame you can get jacking off your fucking nephew in the shower.
Jesus Christ.
well, speaking of jacking off your nephew in the shower, I think it's time for me to make an announcement.
You're busy?
Sean and I have patched things up.
Oh.
Oh, bravo.
What?
So,
Well, now you gotta explain. You can't just fucking
Yeah.
have to build up like that, not deliver, Mike.
You finally decided to be a power bottom?
Man, what the fuck's going on here?
You trying to install it or what?
No.
He's like, I'm gonna get all the space waifu shit right away.
The fuck?
Okay, he's got to
That's
clear
not a
space
vagina.
off his hard drive.
John's going for like his first night of satisfaction in years. So
He's
No,
got
he's
too
God
much
bless him.
chatterbait saved on there.
Man.
Man, I'm super surprised how many of these like anime waifu kind of games are actually out there.
So
I'm
Easy.
super surprised about how many you've actually searched.
yeah, like I'm super surprised. You know how many there are. Super surprised. Super.
I'm not surprised at all. Kind of seems like right up your alley.
Hey, now.
Like what you do in the alley is another story.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, well, when he starts
I mean,
telling his,
they're only $1, so what else are you gonna buy?
when he starts telling his wife to like wear like like dryer vent hosing on her arms and shit like that, like, that's a problem.
Hey, could you just dress like 2B from Near Automata tonight?
Do you remember Brock from Pokemon?
Hold
Did he
on.
just Squint
If
a lot.
any chick dressed like 2B from Nier Automata, and what?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even know what that is.
you know what I mean?
Well, just go to Google and search 2B cosplay right now.
2B R34. So, exactly, 2B R34.
That's a car, Mike.
It's a lot of things, Jeff.
Do yourself a favor and do it.
Hey, any of you guys buy that Steam Link on sale?
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's a fairly decent cosplay.
Daryl's on.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just gonna leave the stream for about 5 minutes here.
Yeah, you guys,
young lady clearly put a lot of effort into this costume. I appreciate her efforts there.
Mike, you might want to shut my web here for a little bit. Gotta take care of something.
Hey, who's saying hi on
It was all of us, but
probably.
God damn it.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go get another scotch.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Because I'm going to have to do a bunch of captures here.
That's all Ryan.
Well, we might as well do podcast number 5 now.
This is awesome.
One guy
he's just like, yeah, but he was like tilting back and forth for like a minute there. It was awesome.
And my webcam is like gone. Oh no!
I'm seeing you, Mike, on my Hangouts video call, which I have never seen before.
Okay. Sorry, folks. At least we got audio. Rejigger this.
You could capture that part of the Discord window that shows who's talking. Put it in the corner.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
If people use their actual names and not Bitter Old Goons Gaming.
Am I signed in to Bitter Goons Gaming here? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We know you're bitter and old, so it'll work out.
I was called a G-Dilf.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's messed up.
Do you ever stream with that guy?
No. Added him to Steam or whatever, and then I'm supposed to. I'll stream with him one of these nights.
Yeah.
Do I need to accept a call from you, Mike, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that. Just 1 second here. I'm having to redo a few things at this point.
So I should hang up from the call?
No. This won't take long.
Okay.
It won't take long. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, well, let's.
Okay, we would if you would shut the fuck up.
Daryl. Daryl, did you buy anything in the Steam?
Not yet. I'm gonna look in the morning, I think, before I go to work, and if there's anything of interest, I'll probably pick it up before I go to work, and then install it because it takes me forever to install fucking games up here.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah. I bought Doom the other day, and it fucking took 16 hours to download.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, it would take me like.
Don't be a cunt.
Okay, so Mikey, what'd you buy?
What? Steam?
Yeah. I haven't even looked totally yet.
Just a magnet come launch it. I need to go to Google.
Hey, I see someone logged on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Testing.
Mr. Trick himself.
Hey!
There's Trick! Yeah!
Johnny Rocket, send me a link.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but talking about this Steam sale, this is when you guys from out of town need to bring your PCs into town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a better
Yeah.
connect.
Yeah, that's
Just
awesome.
buy like 5 games and come on in.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
That's when we need to arrange our Bogg suppers for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our backlog
Just
of 10 games. to install.
leech all of Mike's bandwidth.
You have like
And then
10 computers sitting there.
And then have a LAN party because we're all there.
Not a bad idea.
42 gigabytes.
So, Trick, what'd you buy? Did you buy anything on Steam's autumn sale?
Nothing yet. I haven't looked. I'm gonna have a look tonight.
Man, your mic sounds good.
Awesome.
That does sound good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
I want to go on public record and thank my brothers Roll and Stiol. That's my
Man,
equipment.
that Stiol guy, what a piece of shit.
Fuck that guy.
Johnny Rockets gave me a what's it called? Shock mount?
Yeah, shock mount.
Yeah, man. So thanks everybody for
He gave you the
improving
shocker or the shock
yeah.
mount?
Ooh.
Hey, brothers, come on.
Keeping it in the family.
Okay, so I bought the Assassin's Creed, which
Man,
Johnny didn't think was a good idea.
it's gonna go down more.
It's a good
And
game.
I also, it is very, very good. I've
Not according to Donkey.
I've played it for 2 hours tonight, and I was immersed. They borrowed everything that was good from The Witcher and put it in this game. And yeah, it makes you feel like you're in Egypt. Really cool. And I
Very
also
cool.
bought.
Very cool.
I also bought The Long Dark.
The lawn
Oh,
dart?
yeah, the lawn darts, yeah.
The lawn dart.
I'm hoping the lawn dart.
Lawn dart.
The
I haven't played the
lawn
shit out of
dart?
that game.
No, the lawn dart. It's a game where you play lawn darts with a bunch of old folks. Fucking amazing, you guys. Try it out.
From the same makers as lawn bowling.
Yeah, exactly. From the same
Yeah.
makers as lawn bowling. Yeah,
And from
really
the same
good.
makers as 4 o'clock supper.
Exactly. And bingo.
Bingo.
And Euro Truck Simulator.
Hey,
I'm not seeing lawn dart on here.
But no, the Long Dark, and I'm excited to stream it. It's got a lot of really good reviews, so hoping it goes well.
Oh,
Man.
And I should be able to stream it because it's not very intensive, and we all know Destiny 2 fucks with my computer, so.
We'll talk about that
Or-
because we skipped you on the whole what are you playing? We skipped you on the whole what are you playing thing. Talk about Destiny 2 because none of us are playing Destiny 2.
your
I played the beta.
Noisegate stuff.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say I bought it on a whim because it was on sale, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not one for FPS games, never have been, but I do love space games, and man, the environment and the sound in that game make it worth buying all day long. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful game. That the first time you fly to Titan and you land on Titan and you see Saturn on the horizon, it's just fucking amazing. And just really, really well done. I'd recommend it to anybody. Now the game isn't without its faults. There's no social system, so there's no kind of global chat in the game because one of the devs decided that people are too fucking toxic. And
Dude, we got all kinds of chat going on here. Who's moderating?
Huh? I'll open up the.
Okay, so hi, Face Cash 4600. Hey, Taup Francis, Trick Turbo. Welcome to the stream.
I'll open my restream chat here too.
why don't we have a picture of Trick on there? Why is it just a picture of the podcast?
Yeah, Johnny Rockets, send us a picture of Trick to throw up there.
Yeah, it's something offensive.
Very offensive.
Just
I don't think Trick has ever done anything offensive in his life, to be honest.
Hey, Fusen15, welcome, buddy.
That's me.
Oh, what the fuck?
How come my mixer doesn't ever connect on the app?
You have to change some settings, I think, or you have to like authorize it or some shit.
I guess I can connect restream chat too, eh? We should do that.
That's what I got open here.
And I should put it on top of everything.
Maybe.
Yeah, anyone who's tuning in, welcome to the stream. Appreciate having you here for sure.
This is a rarity to have all of us in one chat.
It's insane. It's
I
insane.
think that with all of us here, we can maybe get Jeff to do some eating porn for you guys.
Oh. You know what? Got myself a Kit Kat right here. I'll.
What's up, Fusion 15? Oh wait, who's Fusion? Oh, that's fucking Jeff.
Some cool guy, probably.
Jeff.
Lance.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, you open that Kit Kat, Jeff. Let's see it.
Oh God, he's doing it.
Do you want to take a break with me?
I'll break you off, big boy.
I think I need an adult.
My space wife.
There's a picture of Trick there in the messenger.
Okay, that timestamp. That's I went on live.
That's what we delete.
10 minutes. It's on it. I've got it. Good 9 minutes there. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
Write that down. There we go.
Hey, just look at your Steam sales as well. Dark Souls 3, 60% off.
That game sucks. Would never play it.
I don't feel like
that looks
dying
hard,
every 4
man.
seconds.
Oh, that game looks hard, man. That game looks hard. If you want to get the Rocket League is down 50% to around $10.
That's a good purchase. Good purchase.
It's perennial on sale though. Like perennial. It's always on sale because I'm bad with words. I think I got it for like $10 when I bought it.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you just need a little push.
I like
part
the
of the
look
fractured
of some of
butthole.
the league cars they released.
Oh hey, what's up, Trick? You're still here?
Yo,
You can talk a little more if you want it.
It's hard to talk over all of us.
Rocket,
Just
did you
lurking,
send me a
man.
picture there, bud?
Yeah, it's in Messenger.
Oh, wait. Which mess? Oh, yeah.
Which one? We only use
MSN,
like
yeah. It's in
Yeah,
MSN
MSN.
Messenger.
MSN. What
ICQ.
fucking century were you born, Mike?
ICQ, man.
ICQ. I still remember. My
You know what?
ICQ.
I still remember my number too. 3095722.
Well, that's
Bunch of
private
dorks.
information.
Dork.
Guys. I'm gonna hack you now.
You go right ahead.
also of course the cars I want for Rocket League are not on sale.
Not on sale. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're the new Fast and Furious ones.
So
man.
on that
Resident
note,
Evil
guys,
70%
and
off.
Trick, what your opinion on cosmetic microtransactions? They're good.
Cosmetic, yeah.
Cosmetic, yes. Play to win.
So
no.
who here has spent money on a cosmetic transaction, microtransaction?
Oh, probably me on something.
Yeah.
I've probably spent just on Dota 2, maybe $100-200.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
and so that doesn't give you any benefit or unfair advantage, but it gives you just different characters and cosmetic stuff.
It gives me an unfair advantage that if there's any women playing, they're just instantly.
Well, are you like a waifu cosmetic skin or what?
Kinda, yeah. Like my
Eating
glowing
a Kit
sword.
Kat bar?
Candy dropper, right?
you spelled trick wrong, Mike.
Yeah, shut up.
Turkey Turbo, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American watchers.
I'm gonna roll with that from now on.
Turkey
Turbo.
Turbo.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Turkey
so
Turbo.
for myself, visual Dota 2, $100-200 maybe.
Yeah.
Rocket League, I bought the expansions, which the expansions really only give you extra cars. I just bought those on the PS4 because I love that game, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see them succeed, so I had got the game for free when I bought the PS4, so I felt like I could spend more money to make sure that they got their money's worth.
Yeah, makes sense.
See, and for me, the only game I've ever spent money on microtransactions is Star Trek Online. And I bought the Tier 6 ship, and I felt like a dirty whore when I did it because it's totally pay to win. But I enjoyed every minute of that ship when I had it.
Just decimate or what?
Yeah.
I like the pay structure in World of Tanks. I did spend a bit of money in that game.
Oh yeah, me too. That's right.
Because you get these, kind of rare, unique tanks, but they give you no advantage on the battlefield at all. For the most part, they just gain you more credits and better crew training experience. So they do give you an advantage, but it's not on the battlefield. So I like that kind of approach as well.
That's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm all about the visual stuff, and if the game is really good, like you're going to be playing it a lot, that's when I see it's more fun to stand out. It'll be a little bit different, but it depends on the game too, right? Like Grand Theft Auto 5, not going to buy a shark card just to buy something, right?
You goddamn right you will.
So thoughts then? Do you guys think that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have some kind of online mode where they sell horse cards or something?
Announced that they are.
Oh,
Like they are having an online mode, and it's going to be similar to GTA 5.
So have they announced that it's going to come to PC or
not yet?
I thought it was announced that it was going to PC.
No, yeah, maybe unless something happened the last little while, but I'm sure that the last thing that I checked was it's not going to be on PC right away, if at all. Because I know like Red Dead, like the first one was only like PS3 and Xbox.
Yeah,
which sucked because I mean that was a great game.
Man, that's wild. But you know what? After this whole Electronic Arts thing, it's going to make publishers and developers think fucking twice.
They're all gonna be so gun shy. It's gonna be fucking great.
It's gonna be awesome. Like it's gonna be like maybe we shouldn't do this. You know, they're gonna question it instead of thinking they're God and that everyone's gonna pay whatever they want for these high end IPs. They're gonna think about it.
Yeah,
we're at the point now that there's legislators stepping forward and saying this game is pushing gambling on children, and I'll be shocked if EA gets their license renewed with Star Wars and Disney. I really will.
Jeff and I were actually talking about that.
Yeah,
before.
we had talked a little bit before how Belgium now announced that loot crates are considered gambling, so the game itself is going to have to go through new avenues to even be legalized in the country, and Hawaii is also doing the same thing.
That's amazing.
So if Hawaii does it, then the more kind of like, let's say Colorado, California, those kind of states will probably follow suit, and then they're gonna have to just build the game based around those, right?
Yeah, that's freaking amazing.
It is amazing. It really is.
Oh,
fuck
yeah! What you guys are doing now is you're promoting government regulation over, private affairs, which is, I don't know if
net neutrality. Huh?
Don't get me started,
Johnny. Don't even start on net neutrality.
I'm not saying nothing.
The only thing is I don't mind loot crates if they're visual only.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to pay for an advantage in a game. Period.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't mind getting new weapons or new abilities or whatever, but as long as you can get that same caliber of ability for just by playing and not by putting in 2,000 hours either.
Like if PUBG had a loot crate system where you could spawn in with a certain weapon or be guaranteed that this weapon is going to be in the first room you go into. Just gives an unfair advantage to the people who are now paying money for it.
Yeah,
and it's not supposed to be like that, right?
Like night vision goggles or heat goggles for the fog or something for PUBG.
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
or unlimited gas, or something where it gives you an advantage over someone who doesn't want to pay you money. That should never happen, and I hope all this goes through and that does.
Well, and have you guys seen any of the loot crates? I don't know if it's loot crates, but options in the Need for Speed game? Like, it's legitimately a slot machine that you roll.
I heard it's already been shit all over, though.
They just came out with an expansion, right?
I haven't. No, this is a new one, Need for Speed.
Oh, really?
It's a legit slot machine. You open your crate and a slot machine appears and it chooses what you get. Like, say engine block from this company with this perk on it. Like,
okay, wait a minute. Wow. There's in Friday the 13th too. When it's almost the same thing when you're rolling for your for your perks. They spin a wheel and you get certain things.
Freaking crazy.
But,
which is legitimate gambling in my eye. Like
if you're paying for them, like if it's something that you get for free in the game, fine. But if it's like, okay, pay $10 to get 10 loot crates, and I mean, you know, whatever. It's to each their own. But
that's the point, Johnny. It's not to each your own. It's that people who these whales who can afford to spend money on a game succeed because they spend money.
Whoa. Did you just fat shame? Did you just say whales?
It's actually a term from Vegas.
Microaggression!
Mikey, I was fat. I know the term.
Mikey, I am fat.
I'm fatter.
Quit arguing over who's being fat shamed the most.
I have less hair than I did last year. Hey guys,
let's not get on.
Why don't you shut up about your hair?
Jared, you're one to talk because it would take 6 of you to make one of us.
That's funny.
Fucking guy.
That's funny. Hey, quickly.
In the unfortunate position in my life where I actually need to put weight on. I'm not a full-grown adult.
You're still shopping the child section?
It's like when you fall shy of 180, it's like, fuck.
So on that note, Jared, have you tried the new Rebellion cherry mead?
We had that the other night. Mike and I did.
What is it? Gluten-free?
No.
It's
I guess it would be.
good.
It was delicious.
What's it called? Sorry, cherry
mead.
Okay.
It's certified gluten-free by Rebellion Breweries, but I heard it's quite sweet. And I haven't had a chance to try it yet.
Gluten-free.
Well, I love their called lentil cream ale.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they're that lentil cream ale. Like the company I work for actually is the provider of all the lentils and shit like that for that. So we always get that stuff. So
man. And they have it on tap at the new Sobeys liquor store, so I can go fill growlers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So fucking, like, for a summer beer, even if you're not a gluten-free person, that beer is the tits.
And I haven't tried it yet. I'll have to try it.
It's so good. Congress Social Hall downtown has it too on tap.
Congress or Cathedral?
Cathedral, sorry.
Well, you guys can talk about that gluten-free beer. I'm going to go get a can of cheap stuff.
Filled with all sorts of gluten.
I can't get enough of that gluten.
So back to gaming, I guess.
Well, that's what we're doing here?
Hey, we can talk about booze all we want. Never mind.
Or porn, I guess.
Or
Are we gonna start that up?
Well, I'll do my balloon porn if you want.
No, I don't want to know what that is.
No, we already figured out all the rules.
You know what? When Jeff said balloon porn, I honestly didn't know what that was, and I still haven't Googled it, and I'm not sure that I will.
That's fantastic.
No way.
That's how you get put on a list.
It sounds like something someone uncircumcised can do.
What?
Yeah, balloon porn. I'm not looking at that.
No, it's literally just chicks with balloons, and they just fucking roll around in the balloon pit, and people pay big money for that.
Well, I want to see you on a video of that, and we'll see how much money we make.
I'm not gonna share the profits with you though.
You have to.
Yeah, we're all Bogg.
No, I'm doing the food one, not the balloon. That's not me.
Oh.
By the way,
Mike is the
start
exotic.
Yeah, Mikey is the Brazilian fart porn. We can get him to make some bean stew or something for us.
Top sellers. Here we go. Steam top sellers #1 right now is Wolfenstein 2.
Nice.
And then that Nier Automata.
Nier Automata.
hey, good news, guys.
That game looks badass.
Got to end up putting names over our heads.
Yeah, and I see mine's in pink.
You know what game I've been curious about?
You know,
is Persona 5. I've heard tons of things about Persona 5. Supposedly really good reviews, but just couldn't be brought to actually looking it up.
Okay, say the name again. It's
Persona 5.
Persona.
Yep.
Man, is it even on Steam?
I think it's a JRPG. It's available on PC as far as I know. But
on Steam.
Apparently the developers were really, I don't know. Pretty much every single boss in the game is a giant penis, and it's interested in doing anal. So.
Whoa! Whoa! What? Hey, Johnny Rockets, I think if you call me on Skype, I might be able to put your video in this too.
Skype? Jesus, I don't even have Skype.
That's what I said. Skype is for computers.
But if you have Windows 10, it's already built in.
It's not. I don't have mine.
You know what? Go to your search bar and search Skype.
Yeah, it says suggested best app, but I still need to download it.
I thought it came pre-installed.
Windows realized how slow his connection was.
No, when I type Skype, it says best match trusted Microsoft Store app.
Okay,
I do not have it.
Click it, see what happens.
Fuck you guys, I'll click it.
So Johnny Rockets, what should I change now visually? Because I'm sure this budget is set it.
It is on here. Son of a
you should change audio, your fucking noise gate.
Yeah, your microphone is still cutting in and out constantly.
Yeah.
Jared's mic sounds the best.
It does.
Doesn't that fucking
Jared sounds like he's Dr. Phil. Like literally.
It's like smooth and shit. Like it's
yeah.
Like Trix
what
mic is on.
What would you like me to say?
Like a smooth scotch. Just
Yeah.
drink you up.
Exactly. Lagavulin 21.
Wow, that is test.
Coles.
Maybe I got to replace this thing. It kind of fall over. Oh, it's still cutting out.
No, it sounds better now.
Did you try yelling at it?
BRB, putting up a green screen.
Test.
It's always good to test our audio equipment in the middle of a podcast.
Okay, so I'm going to move the focus of our conversation to...
We're not talking about balloon porn anymore.
Well, no. I'm moving it to Johnny Rockets. Johnny is the whoer of all red flag fucking sales, Black Friday sales. So what's out there available for us today?
He's putting up a green screen, so...
Well, no. I'll wait.
Oh.
If Mike does accept my Skype, I said hello on Skype. But... Oh, here we go. Video.
I'm seeing like XCOM 2 is $26 from $80. That's a pretty fun game from what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting on my green screen. You'll see the rapid change in my background.
Or not. No, Skype doesn't want to work.
Fuck Skype.
Yeah, it definitely wants to not multi-adapt.
Oh, I just had a change here, Mikey.
Yeah, no, I don't see your video either.
Being on sale for $20.
Dude, Steam Link is badass.
Man, I don't see Daryl. It looks like Daryl's giving someone fucking a blowjob underneath the computer, but
there he is.
You don't worry about what I do.
Yeah, so Steam Link, man, it's a great price.
What is Steam Link?
So Steam Link's basically a little box, right? And it's said that if you enjoy video games, if you've got a large collection of... Oh, I've got another call coming in for Skype video. If you've got a large collection of games on your PC, then it's an amazing value, and it's probably the least cumbersome way to move PC gaming to the couch.
And what does it do? It just
streams from Steam. Yeah, so it streams any of your games from Steam.
It's pretty much a screen mirroring device.
But basically, if you have any other PC in your house, you can do that. Like I built an ITX PC for like Netflix and Kodi and stuff, and I stream games to my big screen TV from it all the time.
Oh, for sure. But this thing is on sale for $20, and you can hook up basically any controller And
that is some sexy tits, John. And a green screen too. Fuck, you are getting it. I'm going on Chatterbait to watch you right now.
I'll see if I can put my greens.
There you go.
I'll be back in a second.
Attaboy. I'm gonna watch you on Chatterbait, especially Daryl.
Gross.
You need to iron that shit, John.
Mine is the same, Jeff.
Really?
Oh yeah, fuck, it's wrinkled as shit.
I made my wife iron mine for like 3 hours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I literally took mine out of the package and stapled it to the wall. That's all I did.
I can't believe this is actually working.
This is amazing.
So it's a little difficult to make sure people don't talk over each other, but I
Okay,
think it's actually
Hey,
really
why don't you all shut up? No. My turn. Hey, my turn.
John, stop with the fingers. I'm gonna go get my lube first, okay?
Those fingers are for me, buddy.
Save those fingers for that waifu.
Oh my god, the waifu.
Space waifu.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So just so the stream knows, John.
Yeah.
When are you going to be streaming that?
Oh god, I don't know. Maybe when I get my new rig.
Nice. So like next week, eh?
It took me 4 months to put my 980 in my freaking computer.
Okay, so I see a disadvantage. Well, no, I have to set up more scenes. We can do this again anytime. I have to set up a scene button to change it if we want to show video on top of us. Or
I think that's fine.
Or just duplicate the screen. Just duplicate the scene.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh yeah, and then you can just pop back and forth.
Okay, now that we've got an even 6, I'm going to move our star over.
Why? I don't see Trick on the stream yet.
What happened to DBagg?
He's setting up his green stream because he fucking feels like a loser.
Finally, now he wants to do it.
Yep.
The thing is, the green screens I got him are he's got 2 of them to deal with, so I don't always put them up quick.
Speaking of which, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but my birthday's coming up.
Have you been talking and cut out?
Cut out again.
Did you guys know?
No, we didn't hear a fucking thing you said, mate.
That's not going to work.
Okay. See if we can fix Daryl's green screen here.
There's no way. Do you have a light?
That is more like an emerald screen.
It's the lighting. It's dark in there.
Well, give me a second.
Turn on your monitor, open like an Internet Explorer or whatever window that's just plain white.
Well, it's gonna quasi work.
Oh, fuck, it worked.
It's a little whitewash.
Holy shit! I mean, he's blurry as fuck, but he is a handsome man.
He's kind of starry himself, but that's okay.
So I'll turn it back to the other.
Oh, he's got a diamond on his forehead.
Go for if you got go for energize there, Daryl.
Energize, okay.
Yeah. Only Philips Hue owners will know.
Energize.
That is a handsome man.
Okay. There you go.
Shit. Now what are we going to talk about?
Yeah. Oh, thanks for watching, guys.
Webcam tech.
Speaking of Black Friday sales, we've got the
Logitech
920.
Yeah, that's
come on, Ryan.
That's Stiol, for fuck's sake.
Fuck off, Jeff.
That's from half an hour ago, too, you knob.
Yeah, exactly. That literally was half an hour ago.
Okay, so you're kind of... You guys suck, yeah.
You guys.
So we kind of have DBagg almost...
Hey, it's better than what it was.
That's about as best as I can do, guys. Sorry.
Hey, it works out.
We'll find a program where
all
all
I
of us
gotta
can get
say
into
is, DBagg, if you're gonna do that porn you were talking about, you gotta get some better lights.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm moving, so
Yeah, well, either way, Johnny Rockets is going to send you a message about Shitty Finds and Value Village that'll do the job.
You cut out.
Send me what?
You,
that could have went like so many different ways.
Is killing me here.
Your noise gate is all messed up still, buddy.
Yeah, you're cutting
Really?
it out there again, Mike.
Or it could be just Discord. Well, actually, unless I don't know if it's coming through on YouTube.
Check out. Somebody check YouTube.
Give me a second.
Or it's the fact that Shaw rapes your fucking bandwidth and you're the one who's hosting the stream.
No, I think it's, well, I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simultaneous video feeds into my house at the same time while streaming. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck! I ran out of fingers.
No, so it's coming through. It's coming through perfect on YouTube. It's just not coming through on Discord.
okay, well, you guys are used to ignoring me, so I'm sure that's not an issue.
You're impossible to ignore. Come on.
Okay, so Johnny Rockets, what have you been playing?
Take a wild fucking guess.
Okay, so what's different with PUBG in the last couple of weeks, bud? What have you learned? What have you figured out? Do you like it still? Do you hate it? What are you gonna do?
You know what?
What brings you back to it night after night?
There's such condensation. There's condensation in your voice.
Why do you go back to that fucking whore game? She doesn't love you. You know she doesn't love you, Johnny Rockets.
Well, hold on. Before John tells us his story, I just want to say, Mike, last Saturday when you were fucking pissed drunk and you led us into the bushes undercover,
Oh my god.
was probably the best round of PUBG I ever fucking played.
Jeff, what in the fuck are you doing?
Sorry, what?
I
I zoned out.
You're fucking sucking that Kit Kat dick. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like a golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh, man.
So that round that we
I
played,
need an adult, and there's none here.
that PUBG round that we played, I have that round.
Oh, you recorded that?
It's on my personal mixer because my dad wanted to watch PUBG that night, so I'll stream to, like my personal mixer once in a while when Dad wants to watch a stream.
Oh.
Yeah, and,
that would have been actually
you
a good
should,
stream.
Johnny, because that was magnificent.
Dude.
Mike was fucking plastered, and he led us to a damn near winner chicken dinner.
No, it wasn't anywhere
for the
close.
first while. Yeah.
It was close, Mike.
It was awesome though. It's like he's got nothing. He's got nothing. I'm like, don't you want a helmet? What the fuck do I need a helmet for? Right? That doesn't help you live. Yeah. Then in the end, it's a single headshot that takes him out. It's like,
What the fuck do we need a helmet for?
Okay, so
Crouching these fucking bushes.
That's right. You hide. You watch your cover. Okay, but
yeah, but you need to be able to live when you get into the battle situation.
So my strategy for that is like you kind of land it middle-ish, look to where the circle constricts, and using the map, plot yourself to unpopulated houses along the way. That still gives the opportunity to loot, but doesn't put you in places where everybody likes to go for the action. So if it's played right, you end up with lots of loot. You never see anybody until the last like 5 minutes of the round. And every time I've played where I tried that strategy, I ended up within the last 10 minutes of the round.
Whoa. Let's back up for a minute. You say lots of loot, but you're scared to go in any houses. You don't get any loot.
No, I do go into houses. I look for groups of 3 or 4 houses, but I don't go to like urban centers, is my strategy.
Yeah.
Mikey, you should change your fucking your name to Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss Everbean. I don't. It's over my short head. Sorry.
You've never watched the Hunger Games?
No.
There's no way. Well, maybe. There's a possible way.
Oh, Mike, you need to watch the Hunger Games. It's basically PUBG in a movie.
It's like, I don't know. John gets it. He knows why I didn't watch it. It was like, everybody likes this movie. Mike's not going to watch it.
But you should. It will give you If you watch the Hunger Games, you will be the best player at PUBG I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I'm sure not.
No, I'm sure not.
There's all kinds of stuff I don't know, like how to aim and shoot properly.
It's a hard game. It's hard to practice. It's basically impossible to practice that game without lots and lots of time. It's a tough game. But anyway, the thing that brings me back is like this right now. What's happening right now? Guys getting together, friends getting together and playing. So that's why I play it. It's a social thing. I play with my dad. I play with my brother. And that's what we're playing.
You play with me too, you motherfucker. Don't
you and Mike.
Look, I want to judge. I think it's great that you guys have this cool physical relationship. I think it's a little weird that you bring your dad into it, but like you can play with whoever you want, bro. Which back.
I don't know. Playing with you, you're mean. You're mean to me.
I'm mean to everybody. How do you not know this after knowing me for like 25 years?
I would love to play that Vietnam game with you, Mike, because I'm sure you'd be
on sale
asshole in that game.
No,
it's
actually,
50% off.
Vietnam, I'm not an asshole because I don't know how to play that game well. I'm a subordinate. I'm asking for directions. I'm doing what I'm fucking told and keeping my mouth shut.
First time in your life.
Hey, Rising Storm Vietnam, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam is 50% off right now on the Steam sale.
Okay, so if you guys like strategic first-person shooter games that give you real hair-raising, nail-biting experiences that incorporate good squad play, strategy, get the game. It's great. The Rising Storm stuff has always been really good, but very hard because like you're just dead.
Lee Morty, sorry, down.
It's a good fucking game. It's a good fucking game.
The gluten.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Who just said the gluten?
Who do you think said the gluten?
You're out of the group. You're done. You're out. No, but the Resi Storm games differ from like it's more of a simulation style first person shooter, but not hardcore simulation first person shooter. So, for example, when you get shot, it goes black, you're done. You don't know who shot you or when or how. But
you probably have a good idea of when.
Well, you have a good idea of when, but you know, you still at the same time there's some arcade elements like I don't know, man, call it an airstrikes and stuff like that, spotting enemies that your other teammates can see on the map. And the general dynamic between the Viet Cong and the Americans is kind of neat. So the Viet Cong have an advantage, whereas they can put a squad tunnel that allows squad members to spawn hidden near a place by digging a tunnel is kind of neat. And the Americans, you can spawn directly on your squad commander. Viet Cong have punji traps and booby traps and things they can set up, and the Americans have napalm. And the game is like, you know, there's a radio. Yeah, there you go. Johnny Rock's got a radio there. Yeah. The American commander's got napalm, and you call in on them fucking gooks. God damn, soldier! Get in there! Shit! Get in there! It's all gonna burn! That's a sweet ass helmet there, Johnny Rockets. I swear to God, I'm jealous. This one does not fit so super well on my headset. So yeah, I enjoy that game, but it takes some gameplay to get into. I recently purchased Squad on sale. Are you guys? Have you heard of the game Squad?
Ooh, yeah, I've heard of that game.
Yeah, I've heard of
multiple
it too.
people playing it too.
Okay, so Squad is like Battlefield Vietnam stepped up a couple notches, and generally taking place in Russia or Afghanistan as either an insurgent or a Russian or an American against insurgents, and there's no aids. There's no spawning enemies. It's a grid. And it's instant death, and you can never see anybody who's shooting at you. It's entirely based on your squad mates and team calling out the direction of fire that they're receiving.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're really getting into this porn, aren't you?
That's why you
God,
party? Boy, you really are 17.
Hey,
Why do you party?
which one of you assholes is Architect 28?
That's me. Just trying to, you know, we've been here for 2.5 hours. I haven't got a fucking sub yet, so I figured,
Might as well make an account.
Hey, we just got one now. You're on fucking fire. Archetype 28 is now following.
Oh my
we
god!
just had this conversation. We literally just finished having this conversation.
Well, at least he was only like a few seconds.
Well, take off your shirt and pants now, Stiol.
Oh, jeez, don't give me any ideas.
For every follower, we remove an item of clothing.
Okay, so I want to ask on the
that,
stream, Trick Turbo, when are we going to see your next Euro Truck Euro Simulator stream? I actually enjoyed that, and I want to see another one.
Tonight.
We just talked about it.
Yeah, no, I do one tonight or anytime this weekend. Yeah, I missed the game. I finally got the microphone reset up so my arm doesn't hit it while I'm steering the wheel. And so I'm ready to go.
As far as streams go, that is a relaxing stream. I just enjoy watching it, watching it cruise through the countryside. I didn't think I ever would enjoy that, but I can just watch it. It's crazy.
Well, it's sort of like I never thought I would enjoy the game, but it just really pulled me in because,
what in the fuck, Johnny Rockets? What is that?
It's the steering wheel I got working for Euro Truck.
Oh, nice, man. Because Ferrari make big rigs now.
Lamborghini started as a tractor company.
Trick, what are you using for a steering rig?
So right now I'm using a Logitech G25. So it's basically like Mike's wheel setup, but the older version. A few less buttons and lights, and it's a little bit louder.
Does it have force feedback and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it has force feedback and it has the 6-speed shifter as well as a clutch. So I really enjoy that in the truck game and car simulators. And this wheel is care of Sean Mooney, care of John Petrick.
Yeah, it was sitting in my garage doing nothing. I'm like, well, Trick actually plays racing games, so I'm going to get it going.
Oh, so he got the G25.
Okay, so I want to move that.
Hold on a second.
The donations thing to Mike. And you and I have played some Elite Dangerous together, and I've never been able to gravitate. Like, I've got Sean Mooney's inherited HODAS system, his SciTech system, and I've never been able to play that game with a SciTech system. I've only been able to play it with a controller. Why do you find it so much better with a joystick and a throttle?
Well, I think the centering spring that is in like your standard analog joystick, I don't like. I like being able to sort of set the throttle and leave it, so I can sort of set that throttle and ignore it, whatever I need to do. And I also have different, like my throttle joystick side is set for sort of thrust control. So, vertical and horizontal strafing and stuff like that is all set to that. And all my weapon and targeting stuff is in the right joystick. So just over time, I prefer that. Plus, I can automatically shut off light assist on the throttle side, spin back, and yeah, like really the only advantage, Ryan, is that you can just set your throttle and leave it. Okay.
See, and for me, I've played the game happily with a controller, my head trigger, because it's simple. I don't have to do anything. I can just sit back with my scotch and get fucking pissed out of my mind and play the game on a controller.
Yeah, that's no different. It's just my arms are wider.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you.
Literally the only difference. My arms are slightly wider.
You and your cross-country skiing.
No. That's what I mean. I mean, instead of my hands together holding a controller, I mean, my arms are spread out because one is on the left on the throttle and the right one's on the right on the joystick. So, instead of leaning back, getting drunk, and drooling.
So what you're saying is you can set your throttle with your left hand and stroke your cock with your left hand while you're flying here.
Yeah, like if I'm doing a hot orbital run, that's like an hour. I can jerk off 5 times with my left hand while flying with the right.
Nice. I gotta try that. I'll have to bust my SciTech system out.
Maybe not with my joystick though. No, I think it's all the preference. I don't think that there's any like nobody is saying one way is better than the other in Elite Dangerous. I don't hear or read like, yo bro, HOTUS or fuck your mother, or like, look bro, controllers are the way to go. People play with what they're comfortable with, and I think as long as you feel immersed, then that's all that matters. So if you feel
I hear you, and to be honest, I've been wanting to get back into Elite again, just because that game is the ultimate chill game. You can put your headphones on if you have voice attack and the software for it. There's nothing better than a Friday night cruising space, listening to awesome tunes and playing with friends.
Agreed, but like, there's got to be. I've lost my way with the game in that there's nothing I really want to do, and like that's again, we've talked about this a number of times. I want to do some stuff with you, like let's do the Sag A run. You know, R-Star and Roll SK do a Sag A run, and we pick a couple hours every week, and we just freaking start burning to the center of the universe, man.
Well, let's fucking do it. I'll get some batteries this weekend and let's do it.
Yeah, and build yourself up an ASP.
I've got all the cash. I've got like 60 million and probably 30 million in fucking exploration data. Let's do it.
How long would it take me to build an ASP right from the get-go if I was to first get into the game?
So, I mean,
just buy a loot crate, and then you can just.
you never mind.
There's no loot crates.
Oh, shit.
That would actually be a good option for people trying to play with other friends.
No, it's not. In fact, the Federation leader, Zachary Hudson, has come out on Twitter and said there are no shortcuts to...
Say again? Cut out there.
What?
Zachary Hudson, the leader of the Federation in Elite Dangerous, has come out and said our pilots get a sense of satisfaction with the accomplishment of earning their way into the ranks. There are no shortcuts to the Federation Navy.
Oh.
It's Elite Dangerous straight like fucking calling shots. It's like fuck you.
Truth be said, if you were to buy the game, and we could help you run slaves or something like that, and you would be in an ASP before. We're even traffic lane. Yes. Exactly.
That's legal.
Because I have the game.
That's how me and Roll SK got into the game. We found some guy who was trading slaves to us where we could turn into the station. That's how we got our new ships.
That sounds
amazing.
like some sort of weird fetish.
Well, I had this buddy that figured out how to make money in the game. I turned him on to Elite Dangerous, and Ryan and I had spent like a year just sort of flitting around space, taking screenshots and, you know, rubbing each other's dicks out in space. But like my buddy Dirk,
I don't want to go as far as to say that I was rubbing your dick in space, mate.
My buddy Dirk got the game, and within a week he was like, I found out how to make like millions and millions of dollars. And I had never even thought about the game that way. So it unlocked a different element of like how to make mass amounts of currency to get other goals. So all of a sudden I was buying fancy ships. Now I have all the fancy ships and a bunch of money, and I just don't want to play.
Oh.
But before that, Ryan and I were doing things like, okay, let's do 5,000 light year nebula run. Let's go check out this nebula and that nebula and land on this planet and see what that looks like. And that honestly was a lot more enjoyable than making money in the game.
Well, it's a social thing, right?
Last winter, Mike, you and I spent so many hours just flying through the stars, and it was amazing. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh yeah, we had the tunes on. We were talking along the way. Oh my god, check that out, dude! I found like a habitable planet. All right, on. Like I think we both got a couple that we named, or that our names were attached to.
Lots, more than a couple, and it was enjoyable. Like it was just the fact that you're playing a game. And you go to this planet that no one else has visited ever in the game. And your name will forever be on that. So anyone who comes to it sees your name, discovered by Roll SK, discovered by R-Star.
Yeah.
That's what made it worthwhile.
Well,
and all the journey. Like it was just fucking amazing. I loved it. I really, really loved it.
Well, we'll do it, man. I mean, you got some holidays coming up this December?
Yeah, I'll be off all Christmas.
No, I meant R-Star.
I know.
I wasn't talking to you, Johnny. Nobody cares.
Oh, Johnny,
buy that, and we will get you to your next show.
he's
We'll get you.
got it. He's got it. He just has to play it.
Yeah, I never played it.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Well,
So many games like that.
That would actually make a pretty decent stream. You know, like our star and roll SK bring Johnny up to speed in Elite Dangerous. You know, we start with a new player. We do all the explanation. He'll have lots of questions. We'll be able to explain it.
Well, and that's the thing, because the game actually has a really big learning curve.
It's daunting.
And that's what I like about
Yeah,
it.
it's a really big learning curve. Like,
Yeah.
just to be functional in the game, you have to know a lot of random shit.
And that's what's good about it, though, because it doesn't pander to you and help you along. You gotta figure it out. And once you get good, it's like Dark Souls. You're good. Not unlike Jeff. Jeff fucking sucks at Dark Souls, but
No, come on, Derek. Like Jeff is at best average at Dark Souls. He doesn't suck.
Oh my god.
But like, you know, people were commenting. You gotta
I
stop.
don't know. I watched Jeff's stream last week and he was fat rolling. So
You know what?
I'm fat rolling.
1v1 me, bitch.
I don't own Dark Souls 3, so I can't
I'm gonna
I can't
gift it to
1v1 you.
so I can fuck you up.
I've
Yeah.
got DS1.
Did you just say you wanted to fuck him?
Maybe.
I tried to play Dark Souls 3 a couple of times. I don't try to play Dark Souls 3 anymore.
And the thing is, Mike's a gamer. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
really?
Jack of
No?
all trades.
Okay.
No, Jack of all trades, master of none. The rest of the saying is often better than master of one, but in terms of games, it isn't. Because like you can play games and nobody gives a shit, but if you're good at a game, they enjoy it.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I
Makes sense.
play too many games to not like. I'm not good at anyone. Except Fight Nights Round 3. Fuck, I own it, that game.
So on that note,
just stream that
I
every
get the new StarCraft Classic. I was a fucking rock star at that.
Yeah, I see. It's free, right?
Yeah, free.
That's wild. There, I just gifted all you guys a game.
What?
You're talking or nobody explodes.
Oh, this. Oh my god.
I'm gonna accept it on the
This would be
PC I don't play on, so I don't have to deal with it.
Well, you got another account?
Thanks, Rocket.
Maybe,
I have to find you another waifu game.
Oh god.
Thanks, Rocket.
maybe
You
if
know
I.
what? You just fucking hold on right now. I'm buying you something.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So it's the deal.
It's got to open Steam. Hold on.
Is it a game I'll actually play, or is this the thing where if I'm gifted it, I have to play it?
That's the deal in the group now.
Okay,
If you get gifted a game,
Yeah.
you have to play it.
Oh, hey,
And
Mike.
you have to
Genital
stream
toasting,
it.
buddy. Genital toasting.
Oh, I would
You have
love to
stream it.
stream that.
Never mind playing.
like
You have to stream it.
I was
Dude,
bought
you
this
should
piece
stream
of shit
that.
game by that asshole, and now I gotta fucking play
Man,
it.
hey, Mike, hold on. Everyone be quiet for a second. Mike, go to your Discord, right-click on your name, or go down to your settings, use your settings, and go to voice and video. And then put your input sensitivity down.
Oh, how did fucking Discord? God damn it!
Okay.
It's set to automatic right now.
Oh yeah. Well, put it to voice activity and then
Test,
turn off automatically.
test.
Sounds good. Perfect. No, don't do that. It's like when you're playing a game and you keep running into a wall.
Or running into someone else's asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah. Anything else,
Johnny.
guys?
Johnny.
Oh, I'm sure there's more.
I should
Johnny,
probably
did you-
move Discord off of Johnny's face.
Hey, motherfucker.
Johnny, did you get a game?
Oh, I heard a ding. I'm kind of scared to actually look right now.
Oh, I'm buying everyone else the game now.
Okay, hold
too.
on. I'm going to check here. Going to Steam.
I wasn't gonna it would have cost me like $80 to buy this game for everybody. So no.
Okay, one new gift.
You guys are gonna be assholes around Christmas. I can't wait.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
What is it?
Tell the kids what you got.
Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know what,
I
dude?
played it.
You would make a fantastic wife. I mean, to some
This is horrible.
bigger masculine bear, you're just the perfect. You
No,
know,
it's seriously okay. Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator is a game where you play as a dad and your goal is to meet and romance other hot dads. Oh my god.
Thank you
That's
for not
quite true.
gifting
You need
that
like a
to all of us,
DILF
Daryl.
simulator for him.
Yeah, this is great. That's the best thing I did all week.
Jesus Christ. I know it's a gift, so you're supposed to say thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, Daryl.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Check
look out
your
for it.
inventories, boys.
Oh, another one. Here we go. One new gift. What do we got? How'd you do that so fast? Shower with your
I'm
dad
still doing
simulator.
it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one
Haven't
doesn't
played
so
for all you
bad.
yet.
I've actually been waiting to play that one.
I'm gonna buy one for Mike. Oh shit! He already owns it. What the fuck?
You shut up right now, Jeff.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is
Why
it?
does he own Dicking Daddy's 14 already?
That's Dicking Daddy's 14 unrated, you piece of shit. I'm not some pleb.
Fuck, you can't add multiple items to your cart.
No, not when you're gifting. It's fucking.
What is this thing?
So if they allowed that putting stuff into your inventory to hold for gifting, you could buy 4 copies and then you can just like click on it, send to this guy, click on it, send to this guy. You know, I don't. That sucks that they don't allow that anymore.
Yeah, I think you guys had a whole conversation that Lee and I completely missed.
Hey, Jeff, what's your Steam name?
I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna tell you either.
Fuck you.
If anybody would like to contact,
I was
Jeff
just gonna
Wolf,
buy it for Jared, but he already owns the fucking game.
his contact information, I will be typing it up on the stream shortly here. Understand?
I also need Daryl's.
Broken Trim Chain.
Broken Trim Chain _ Bogg.
He's excited for Shower with Your Dad Simulator.
Fucking right.
Okay, how do I add a friend to Steam?
I've got 3 Steam friends in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds right now, fuckers.
Your Broken Chim Chain?
Broken Trim Chain, yep. _ Bogg.
What?
Okay, so
If you go to our Bitter
Trim Chain? Broken _ Trim?
No, what's yours? Mine's, what's yours?
yeah, there's if you look up on screen there, Ryan. If you look in chat or whatever, you'll see that Stiol's name on Steam is fucking Stiol.
In our Discord?
No,
I just added you,
straight up,
Ryan.
just putting him over Johnny Rocket's head.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get back to the stream.
You can also just go to the Bogg group, the Bitter Goons Steam group.
Stiol.
Oh, what the hell, Style? Look at these fucking games.
Stiol.
Congratulations. You've been
Which
accepted
one
as
is
the
he? I
only
see
human student.
Stiol 13?
Yep.
Roam the halls and find love.
How are you the 13th stool?
As a sophomore student in the world's greatest pigeon high school. I just got a gift from Stiol. Hateful boyfriend. And it's it sounds like you're a pigeon. You're a pigeon looking for love. Jesus. What is this thing?
Oh my god, I can't wait to
Talented
see
birds.
Can't wait to see this.
Oh my
It's the
god.
world's greatest pigeon high school. You should be fucking excited about this.
You know,
This
this
high school.
You know what? I think this starts a new thing, and we should really roll with it. Is that if you gift anyone, and not just for Bogg, but other people should do this. It's kind of like the whole Smirnoff Ice thing. But if you gift anyone a game, if you gift anyone a game on Steam, they have to play it.
Yeah.
And stream it.
And the nice thing is you can actually check to see how many minutes or hours they have in the game.
Well, you could like open it and go to bed.
Well, you could, but like I said, Johnny, with that game, you got to stream it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but Daryl,
wanna
are
do
you
that
side?
with the waifu one? Be like, John has played 12 hours of the waifu.
Yeah, that's fine. That's my. what are all these four new games that John's been playing?
Where has John? Where has he been lately?
Yeah, he's been playing Shower with Dad, dating Daddy, hateful boyfriend, and waifu something. Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck? I don't have you guys on my list.
I just added you.
Go to the
On
Bitter Old
Steam.
Goons Steam group.
I haven't gotten any friend invite.
So Mike and I will have GA in front of us. Gooch Assassins. Hey, just quickly back to that Steam Link. So Steam Link isn't only for Steam games. People are streaming their Uplay games, their Origin games, all their games through Steam Link. So any game from their PC to their TV, they're streaming everything. You can also stream your desktop, so you can do movies and Kodi and all that kind of crap too. But so the Steam Link can do everything.
I just have a second PC in my living room.
Yeah, that'll do it too. Because you can go Steam. You can Steam Link PC.
Yeah.
Can I?
Well, I just have Steam installed on the other PC.
Can I just say how ridiculous it is that case fans cost so much?
Well, that really depends on the type of case fan you want to get there. You know,
Jeff, I added you to my friends list 8 hours. You never accepted me. You
Oh my god.
I'm not seeing anything here.
I'm R star 26 or R star 026, maybe.
Hey, Style.
Hey.
I'd go with full black, no orange.
Yeah. I like I mentioned, I really want that orange stripe.
I love it.
But the rest, the inside, all the grommets are orange.
Yeah.
All the bolts are orange, and it's just too much.
Well, you could paint those.
The grommets?
Well, not the grommets, but like the screws and shit.
I guess, yeah. But
you could paint the whole thing. You just go to Canadian Tire, buy some orange Rust-Oleum, and then paint the whole fucker around.
This plastic
one, paint it orange.
Plastic dip it.
Actually, go ahead. Linux Tech Reviews.
Okay, Jeff, I'm just waiting for you to accept my friend request, you fucking asshole.
Who did you send it to?
Style 13.
That was Style 13.
He hasn't accepted yet?
Style 13.
Who are you?
I'm not Style 13.
Who are you? What's your Steam username?
I'm gonna pull a Ryan here. Hey, Architect 28 is now following. Thanks for the follow, buddy.
Hey, Fusion15 says, "What's up?"
Fuck you guys. Tell me your Steam username.
Just look in the Steam group.
Yeah.
How?
What?
Oh, man.
What?
Okay.
He was an early member. How is he not part of our Steam group?
I know.
How do I look at the Steam group?
I'm looking at
Bitter Old
Bitter Old
Goons Gaming.
Yeah.
15 members. Click on the members for Bitter Old Goons Gaming.
Wait, there's 15 of us now?
Where do I find that?
Yeah.
Styles in there. R-Star.
How do I find that group?
So go to your name. Click on Steam. And then up top, you've got Store, Library, Community, and then your name.
Yeah.
Under your name, go down to Groups. Click on Groups.
Hold on. You're going too fast.
Okay. Go to.
I don't see groups.
Okay, hover over your name.
I
am.
Grandpa.
Okay, and then if you go down, there's groups.
It's
under
the
your name.
fourth thing.
Okay, I clicked on Bitter Old Goons.
Scroll all the way to the bottom, because if you're in any other group, guaranteed they're more important than us.
So Bitter Old Goons Gaming, and you can just click on members. And then all your members are there.
I don't. Yeah, well, Style isn't a fucking administrator. He's just a loser member.
Yeah,
but
so
you can add them.
Click them, and then you can add them.
Here,
Actually, why is Style not an administrator?
Because I've got to make here. I just promoted.
Okay,
There we go.
Jeff, I added you as a friend.
There we go.
Did you get me?
Yeah. Wait, no.
Wait, no, yes.
Okay,
Welcome to the podcast on not fucking adding friends on Steam. Anybody who's owned Steam has, for a long time, knows how fun and easy and accessible it is to add friends. It totally doesn't involve writing down a 16-digit number or remembering a 12-year-old username that you never use anymore, ever.
Or logging into an email address you haven't used.
So does everybody have the jerk off your fucking nephew in the shower?
How do we unfriend? We have to unfriend Ryan real quick.
Yes. Okay. So here's my my shower
Jesus.
thing. It's over John's head. I'm sorry.
Okay, now I want to go back to the stream and see you all you guys playing that game because it's not very big.
We're not doing it tonight, bud.
No,
No, I got to jerk off in my own shower tonight.
He's got to look for his own dad in his shower tonight.
Well, I better see a stream of that in the next few days because the game actually supports like some pretty incredible resolutions.
Oh my god.
Like I bought it for Mooney last year, and he could play it in 4K. So I'm expecting to see it in ultra widescreen from Mike's computer.
Like if it's not VR, if it's no head tracking support, I'm out.
Head tracking support.
Oh god! Oh, you looked right at it. Oh.
Hey, Arstar, you bought Assassin's Creed Origins, right?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a deal on Amazon.ca right now where you get the Blackout Yeti USB microphone, and it comes with Assassin's Creed.
Well, fuck you, John.
Yeah, really. See?
The Blackout
God,
edition too,
get it.
regular $200.
I was admittedly right hangry this morning for sure, but there's some justification. Okay, so actually let's talk about that a little bit. Arstar, you got Assassin's Creed Origins and you started playing it. How many hours are you in? And first impressions?
I'm probably 3 hours in, and all I can say, Mike, is holy fuck. You were right. They borrowed everything that is good from Witcher 3, which I fucking loved, and put it into an ancient Egyptian game. And I've always wanted to play a game set in ancient Egypt because that time period is fucking fascinating as shit. And you'll be beelining it towards a quest, and you'll see another quest come up, and you're just like, hey, I'm just gonna check that out because this is fucking amazing.
Well, and the side quests aren't boring. They're like contextually interesting. You know, like my father passed away and he lost his Book of the Dead. His soul can't pass on to the underworld until I retrieve it. Can you help us?
Well, that's the thing. Like the last quest I did before I joined the stream here was to carry a fucking dead guy to the embalmer's fucking camp so he can get embalmed with his family. Amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, he could pass on to the other world or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so there's a lot of contextual period stuff in there that, like, I think makes it stand out from the previous. Like, I bought Syndicate, and I tried to play it, but I just didn't give a shit about anybody in the game.
That's the thing I really loved. Like, there's hints that you're part of the Animus in the game. But I really loved that you weren't forced upon that. Oh, you're just in the Animus and you're experiencing this from a third perspective or whatever.
So,
like you're in the game and the Animus is part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so viewers that don't do Assassin's Creed, the Animus is the contraption that takes your present day mind and takes it back in time, which was a decent part of previous games. Like you had gameplay in both modern time and also back in time as your previous ancestor or whatever. And this game does not do a lot of the modern time stuff. It focuses primarily on what's his name? Egypt guy. Bayek. I was gonna say Beirut. I guess that was close.
This is an amazing fucking deal.
But you know what? I really appreciated that because it allows you to focus on the Egyptian story, right? It's not taking you between two time periods, and it allows you to really immerse yourself in ancient Egypt, and that's huge for me. Like, how many games do you know that are set in ancient Egypt where you get to explore all of Egypt and the pyramids and the architecture and all that? Completely open world. Fucking amazing.
Well, like, I just feel that the modern contemporary Egyptologists didn't really get a good chance to express their alternative Egypt history views in the game. You know, it seems very, very mainstream Egypt. I don't see a lot of reference to aliens in any of the game.
Well, you haven't finished it yet, though, Mike.
Oh, that's true. You know,
you need to keep streaming it so that we can hopefully see the dude with the big fucking afro talking about ancient aliens.
Definitely a fucking crossover between Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus,
Giorgio,
and Assassin's Creed Origins. And here's why: Wolfenstein, the New Order, the New Order and the New Colossus, both universes base the advanced Nazi technology on ancient technology found, which is unworldly. So, like, all their superpowered robots and ships and all that bullshit in Wolfenstein is powered by ancient bullshit that some Jewish scientist guy's order has been protecting for eons. So you could suggest that maybe that technology in Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, which is maybe alien-based, and that, which comes back from the Egypt fucking era, and the New Colossus and the New Order, yeah, it could tie together. Yeah, it could totally tie together.
Or it could be like Prometheus style, which was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
it's debatable.
Debatable? Well, fuck you.
She had a C-section and was doing pull-ups within like 5 minutes. That's not how it works.
I
all I gotta say.
Prometheus
I'm
and
a
Covenant.
fucking scientist. I'm gonna take my helmet off and sniff this fucking.
Ah! Ah!
What could go wrong?
Man,
What's this?
Prometheus. Prometheus, the movie, that scene where they're running from that fucking big circle thing, right?
That was a spaceship, John.
Yeah, but okay. There's a spaceship. It's a circle. It's rolling towards them, and they keep running fucking straight instead of going to the side. Like, how stupid are they?
What would you do if you were in that situation?
You'd move to the side. You would move to the side.
You only say that because you play PUBG.
No. You know, dimensional thinking, you would actually move to the side.
Sorry, guys, but roommate's home.
I like that guy.
He's home at like
Hey, guy.
quarter to. What day of the week is it? Thursday?
Thursday.
He's home pretty late for a Thursday.
On that note, I'm going to bed because I have to be up in 6 hours.
Hey, man.
So going to work sucks, but I have to do it. So
Yeah, you and I both.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you guys need to really check your privilege and stop shoving your employment privilege on me. That's really a microaggression. I don't know if you're aware of it. I just want you to be more sensitive that some of us don't have the privilege of waking up to a job tomorrow.
Well, you can go to mine if you want. I still get the paycheck though.
You just need to genital joust him.
Genital joust.
God. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off now because, well.
Okay, well, why don't we all wrap up? Okay, I'm Roll SK.
I'm DBagg.
Johnny Rockets.
I'm
Trick
Mark
Turbo.
6. Trick? You fucked up my exit.
Okay, start again.
Okay, I'm Roll SK.
Let's move clockwise.
Okay, I'm Roll
Sure.
SK.
Johnny Rocket's good deal on Amazon right now. Assassin's Creed, you're getting Black Ops, $99.
You fucking shill.
The game is $66.
You know what, John? Why don't, dude? Why don't you set us up an Amazon link and we can tell people to buy that stuff on Amazon through our link?
I don't know how to do
Yeah.
that. I'll use my link here. I'll find it.
Figure it the fuck out. Okay, I'm DBagg. I need to go.
Okay,
Fucking hurry this shit up.
Good night, DBagg. Trick
Bye,
Turbo here. Thanks all.
Star 26 signing off.
And I'm Stiol 13. See you
Well, together we are the Bitter Old Goons Gaming. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Bogcast number 4. Turkey Days in October, you fucks. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who doesn't live in a sensible country.
America, freedom, patriots.
Freedom. Okay, good night, everybody. Take care.
Mega.
Okay, bye.
See ya. Yeah, good story.